Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? You are live with the Talking Real Masa podcast with myself, Iggy's King, and your host, the Mexican Monopoly Man.
What's up? What's up, nephew? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? You ready? I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are
Anyways,
ready, man, and we're ready to do this. You know what I mean?
oh, let's get this going. Let's start out by showing them. Do the spiel on the contest we got going.
Hell yeah! All right. So as a lot of you guys know, we have a giveaway going on, and the only way to win something on here is one, you got to be a subscriber. Two, you got to tune in to even know what's going on. But big shout outs to LA.JACK. And should I show them what they have to do?
Show them what they got to do, buddy.
So this is how we're gonna do it. We have one viewer watching, so I'll do this again in a couple more minutes when we get more people in. But to the person that's watching right now, you gotta guess how many pieces of Apple Jacks. Let me turn this light down real quick. Are in this jar. All right, the jar is just about full. Thus, you gotta guess how many pieces of Apple Jacks are in here. And tonight we are giving away to whoever guesses a number on the dot. It has to be on the dot because these are expensive prizes, man. And
Right.
you know, but today we're gonna start off with the LA Rams Super Bowl jacket.
Show them.
You want me to show them the jacket? Go ahead and take over while I grab it real quick.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Shout outs again to LA.JACK. Like I said, he donated this stuff for us, and this is how we're gonna do it. You gotta guess what's in that jar, how many pieces. But you gotta come in here, subscribe, stay on here, and pay attention, because it's the only way you're gonna get this jacket. And plus, our Raider fan don't like that jacket in his room, so gotta get rid of it. Got your mic on?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's embroidered. It's embroidered in the back as well, and on the shoulders or on the arms. It also has the chest piece right there, the LA piece right on the chest, and then it has the rest of it up in the front end. And it is a button up.
What size is that, Iggy?
This is gonna be a large.
All right, got on. So if you can't fit into it, that's motivation for you to fit into it. Yeah, fucking slack off on the fucking donuts or whatever you need to do. But
so yeah. Again, you gotta guess how many pieces of Applejack cereal is in this jar. You gotta guess how many exact on the number. It has to be on the money, man.
And what are you gonna do to let people know that they got it?
Well, we would announce it on here as soon as we see a comment with that exact number on here, and then we'll also show them the number that got written down, because that number is written down. So once I reach back and grab that number and I flash it, you know, you won if you commented that number.
Yeah, there's no favoritism.
Yeah, no favoritism at all.
Which we don't favor anybody that likes the horns up the Nuggets fans anyway. So
exactly.
Or that team.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I had a good week. Good week, busy, real busy at work, and we made it to Saturday. Had an easy Saturday, and getting ready for this podcast.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, this week was a heck of a week, man, and all in all, throughout the whole week, I'm gonna say it was a pretty good week. You already know, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, we know what happened. Anyway,
it was one of those.
We got G Marino. He's checking in from Arizona. That's where you're at, buddy.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Arizona, man.
And I want to say blessings and prayers go out to Rudy Marino. He's a comedian, but I think he's also like a some kind of producer. He's something in the comedy game. I heard he was in the ICU. So Rudy Marino, shout outs to you and that you get better, dude. Whatever's happening. I didn't hear the whole story, but yeah, that's all I heard. That you need some prayers. So yeah, prayers for Rudy Marino.
Yes, sir. Um, when somebody going through a hard time, man, it's kind of tough, and they need people to back them in situations, man. And usually, a lot of the times, it's prayer and us being there.
And even if you got beef with them or whatever the shit, man, let that go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
you don't know what can happen. Yeah, fuck all that beef crap. But
Yeah.
want to throw shout outs to my brother. I know he's going to be watching out there in Washington. Hell yeah. And to everybody else that's going to be get on here and watching, that's what we're going to do.
Sure. Shout out to the people in Cali, man. Shout out to all of Cali, man. All of Nevada, Arizona. I know is checking in. Everybody checking in. Let us know where you're checking in from in the comments, man, so we can shout out your state.
Shout outs to New Mexico. Shout outs to Utah, Rocky Ford, Colorado, Pueblo, Colorado. Yep. Shout outs to everybody out there in Boston. I know a lot of people out there in Boston. Shout outs to everybody out there in Zimbabwe. I have a lot of friends out there in Zimbabwe from Facebook. Yeah, they followed me on there. Shout outs to everybody in Australia, especially Lucy Gallen. Hell yeah.
Redlands, California is on the comments, man. Shout out to Redlands, California.
I think that's Dee Dee. We have Dee Dee on here too.
Dee Dee.
But she's like, don't call me Dee Dee. It's Eileen. Fuck, I think it's Eileen. Ay, cabrón. Change your name or what? You got the fucking creditors up here or what? Change that shit. But yeah, we're gonna have fun tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Good special guests, and let's do it. That's what we're gonna be doing. She said, "Yes, sir." Hell yeah, that's Dee Dee. Shout out to Dee Dee. Let me show you this, guys. If anybody knows, I forgot her damn name, but if you see this on Facebook, and you see a lady throwing these out, I'm pretty sure it's that same lady that made me these. She's out of like Carson or Wilmington. Yeah, she gave me a fucking Raider one long time ago when I was part of the G's Night Owl show. She made one for that show. That was with Gilbert Escobar. So let me know, guys, if you guys see her, contact me somehow and let me know her name, and that way I can get in contact with her. Yeah, because I've had that cross ever since.
Hell yeah.
But what else has been going on, Iggy? How was your week?
Hey, man, you want me to tell the story or what?
Well, we got time. Make it quick. We got time.
All right. Hey, first and foremost, shout out to all the PDs, all the cops out there doing their job the right way, man. All right. And the ones that ain't, fuck the police, man. Back like in the 90s, man. I'm just going to say it how it is, how I feel, because I got pulled over this week over some bullshit that just didn't seem right, man. And this guy just made up a whole bunch of stuff just to give me like 8 tickets in one. You know what I mean? He tried to accuse me of drinking and driving when I was drinking an energy drink called C4. Dude was just out of his mind. He was pissed off. He wasn't even, you know what I mean? He wasn't even in his jurisdiction. He was in a different city. But fuck that guy. My week is going better now. And I'm here enjoying it with you guys, so it's a lot better now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you didn't get tased or anything?
Hell no, man. He almost did, though. He almost whipped that taser out.
Okay, good. Hey, if you guys never been tased by a taser or especially a fucking cow prod, shout outs to my cousin Betty. She's watching, Betty Aguilar out of Carmela's, right there in Norwalk, California. Hell yeah, out of Carmela's. What's up, Betty Aguilar? Hey, if you guys need any cakes, let me know. If you're in that area, she bakes cakes. She's awesome. And she does a lot wedding cakes and all that. But anyways, going back to the cow prod, I've gotten stung by in New Mexico. Not good, not good. So don't try to get stun gun, guys. Be nice to the cops, but if they're kind of an assholes, hey, you gotta give them some of their fucking shit back. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of them are not professional and they want to take out their fucking. A lot of them have been bullied when they were kids, so that's why they take it out on people. I think.
What's up? What's up, Gonzalez 575? What's going on, man? Shout out to Gonzalez 575. But yeah, man. So yeah, I got pulled over for some bullshit. He basically claimed that I didn't have insurance, and I called my insurance real quick, got that thing squared, and it was just all false, man. You know.
Didn't he want to get you for your tinted windows and all that crap too?
Man, he got all right. So on the ticket, it's a bunch of bullshit. But on my ticket, he put down my tinted windows that they were all illegal, all of them all the way around. A cracked windshield, which I have like a 10 centimeter or 10-inch crack on my front window, which is all right, cool, whatever. I'll fix it. He wanted to get me for an exhaust system ticket, man. He wrote it down, but he didn't even measure it or nothing. He wanted to get me for drunk driving, but then I showed him the can of the C4, the energy drink that I was drinking. Just a bunch of stuff, man. But it's all good, man. Hopefully that cop's having a weekend full of diarrhea.
That's what I tell everybody. To all my haters, I hope you get a severe case of diarrhea. That's right. We hope that cop has diarrhea right now.
Hell yeah.
As he's standing there in a donut shop paying for his donuts.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna pull something real quick. That fucking cop vale verga.
Right? There you go. There you take that and your fucking cinnamon twist. Right?
Yes, sir.
But anyways, are we ready to bring in our guests or no? What time is it? 8:12.
8:12. They're not here yet.
We got about 3 more minutes. Hell yeah! But yeah, the thing on the cops. You know what I've noticed, and I'm gonna say this, dude. A lot of the Chicano cops are rougher on us than a Caucasian cop. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've dealt with it plenty of times, dude, and it's like, yeah, they want to act like they're like tougher, and it's like, dude, we don't need to fucking act like that, man. Come on, you know. But hey, one time I was coming back from Vegas, and all my fucking my backlights weren't working, and all of a sudden I hear boop. They shine the light, pulled over. 2 gabachos get off. Cool guys, man. Yeah. After they stun gunned me, I got to take off. It was pretty good.
Hold on, they stun gunned you.
Yeah, they said, hey, take this. Boop. You're cool. You're a cool guy. Yeah, nah, just kidding. No. Fuck no. Come on, I'm short as it is. Imagine like getting stunned. What? Right. That's it. I'm gone. I'm done. all that fucking voltage. Yeah, I'm fucking done.
Hell yeah.
But no, yeah, he fucking yeah, they were like cool. And you know how when it's 2 of them, the other guy comes around the other side and he has like the biggest fucking brightest flashlight. Yeah, and yeah. I'm going, fuck, here I go. They're gonna give me something. They go, no, man. They go, hey, how far do you got? I go, I'm going to Cali. Right. They go, well, you could do 2 things. Go back to where you came from and stay the fuck there. No, go back, go back and get it fixed, and stay there another day, or just chance it, and you're gonna get pulled over, and just let them know, that you're gonna probably get stun gunned by one of them. So I was like, you know what? I called my lady. I go, you know what? I gotta turn around. I gotta fix these lights before I leave, and then get them done. Yeah, why take the chance? Yeah. Why take the chance of getting stun gunned? Fuck all that. Not me. Not gonna do it. Yeah, but yeah, that was But like I said, the gabachos, I think they're cooler than the Chicano cops. I think. I don't know if anybody thinks different, but I think they do.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man, because I've gotten away more with the Chicano cops, man, and
You have?
in a lot of cases. Yeah.
They probably think you're Armenian. No?
I don't know, but
They're
there's
like, they're like, nah, this motherfucker got some C4 in this fucking car. Fuck all that.
right.
Yeah, let him go. Let him go.
I really got that joke right now, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've done. I know we shouldn't do it, but I did it because I was in a hurry, and I was doing like double the speed limit, man, in the school zone.
Ay, cabrón.
And this was like a couple years back. A Chicano cop pulled me over, and he goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" I go, "I'm on my way to work, man. I'm sorry, I know I'm speeding, but I messed up. I understand that, but I'm already running late as it is." And he goes, "You know what? Just go ahead and keep going. Just take your time,
Yeah.
I just kept going.
You get some that are cool, and then there's just some that they didn't have the right donut at the windshield, so they take it out on us. You know what I mean?
Or they didn't give it to him for free.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, and I wonder if do they have to pay for everything when they go places, or because I've seen cops where I don't see them pulling out their wallets for shit,
Right.
and they be ordering like some big shit. It's not
Hell
just
yeah.
not a fucking donut and a coffee. This guy wants a breakfast burrito, and let me take one for my kid and all that crap. Like, I cabrón.
We should send them fucking frozen burritos, man. Fuck them guys.
Right. And frozen and bean and cheese, no fucking meat. Fuck all that. No,
hey, so check it out. Go ahead.
Go ahead, buddy.
So check it out, guys. For the people that are now joining in, we're giving a Rams jacket away to the person that guesses the exact number. To the exact number of how many Applejack cereal pieces are in this jar for a Rams jacket, a Super Bowl jacket.
We have Melissa Avalos. Melissa Avalos. Shout outs to Melissa Avalos. Shout outs to everybody that's on here. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Some places give them beer. What?
Some places give them their food for free or a discount.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, I know. But and shout outs to the good cops, because I got a lot of family that detectives, they're cops, and they're awesome. They're awesome at what they do. So shout out to the good cops. Not all of them are bad. They always do that. 7-Eleven by the house, free stuff all the time. Ay, cabrón. That's my cousin, right? Well, tell him, cousin. Tell him, hey, the fuck? Pay for your shit.
Go in there and let them know. What the fuck, man?
Yeah. Put that fucking coffee down. Nah. But like I said, there's good cops and bad cops, just like there's good people and bad people. My cousin wants to know what size is the jar.
We can't tell them the size. They gotta guess, man. They gotta guess.
Just guess what's in there. My cousin's like that, dude. She'll start programming in her fucking head and boop, 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 boop. She's like a robot.
This is like a 2-gallon jar right here. I know it looks a little bit smaller, but it's about a 2-gallon jar.
Hey, Melissa said we can call her me.
Me.
No, Melly. I fucking read Ching. I got cataracts or what the fuck? She goes, no, what's your...
Shout out to Short King. He's joining in, man. 146 Apple Jacks in the jar.
We don't know. We don't know nothing.
We don't know nothing.
We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing.
Tell the numbers on the top.
He almost got you, and you almost got you. Had to fucking wave you down. Beep, beep, beep. But anyways, shout outs to Short King aka Chicano Cat in the Hat. Thanks for being here, buddy. Means a lot to us. Hell yeah.
But yeah, guys.
When you see my co-host Iggy reach over for that paper, that means somebody got it. But other than that, we don't know nothing.
Hell yeah, we don't know nothing.
Right now he's Forrest Gump and I'm the Rain Man. We don't know shit. But anyways, what else? We were going to talk about something. I was going to talk about something, and I wanted to save it for later. But the fuck was I going to bring up? Oh, hey, Iggy, what do you think of our picks? Raider picks.
You really gotta ask me that right now?
I have to, dude. I have to. I know we're going to hear from other people later on, but can I see the jar again? Cabrón, Melly. These guys, they want to scope out everything, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna show it one more time until somebody else comes into the live. So y'all need to share the live, get people in here, and then I'll start showing it again. This is the last time you guys are gonna look at it. Look at it real good.
Hey, and the the ladies are smarter than the dudes, dude. They just look at the jar and they just fucking say whatever. But the ladies want to see. They're looking at the fucking jar. They recognize that jar from the market. I wonder if fucking mayonnaise came in that motherfucker, and they want to start programming shit. They're not stupid, dude. They want to see it. They want to see it with a peanut jar or whatever the fuck. They're not dumb, dude.
Right?
They are fucking smarter than the guys. I'm telling you. Yeah, they want to scope everything out, dude. Little nosy, but that's okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
My cousin Betty's again. Let me see. Can you put the jar upside down? Watch. She's gonna tell you. Can you lay it on its side? No, it's a fucking jar. It's a fucking jar. Just guess. But no, it's cool. It's awesome. Plus, you want to get rid of that Rams jacket, so you don't want it there in your house. You don't want it around. I get you.
Look, dude, having a Rams jacket or anybody else's gear in this house, or even any other Raider fan, if you had a different opposing team or anything that had to do with the team like that, that's fucking bad voodoo, man. Come on, you know I don't want that shit here.
I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't. I'd be doing the podcast from the trash can. Yeah, right? here it is. It's in here. Hurry up and get it before the trash man comes.
Yeah, it's a Rams jacket, bro.
Melly says I don't want that either. Is it a Lamb's jacket? Yeah, but you might know somebody who you might know somebody who's a Ram fan, and you could give it to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
That'll save you on a birthday present, money on a birthday present, or a fucking Christmas or whatever. Or if you want to just get it and burn it because you want it, yeah, go. That's all you. Hey, it's all you once you get it.
Right? Hey, you know what? Fuck that. Let's talk about the shit we burned in the past, dude.
Oh yeah, I burned fucking some cowgirl shit. I burned some Santa Clara Hyena shit. Sorry, Short King, Cat in the Hat, but I did. You seen the video. And this football season, I will be burning more shit. Fuck yeah.
Hey, who knows? The Arizona Cockatoos might be next.
Hey, Peachy Herman Masa said you're stuck with it.
I know. Nah, don't let me get stuck with it, guys. Come on, don't be like that. But yeah, no, I only burn Santa Clara Hyena hats, or that one Santa Clara Hyena hat, man. Everybody was all over me on that one. I was like, it is what it is, man. I bought the hat, you know.
Hey, any words on our guest? No. Ay, cabrón, this might be all about the jacket. If you want, Iggy, I'll take over the show while you go do some communication.
All right, I'm gonna go do communication. Take over real quick.
Yeah, we got you. Anyways, yeah, we're waiting for one of our guests to come on here and get in the link. But anyways, like I said, yeah, you guys got to guess what's in there, and like I said, you got a friend or family member that likes those fucking teams. Hey, check them out. And you, like I said, you can hand it to anybody, save you money. But yeah, thank you for coming on this podcast. We appreciate it. Like I said, share, subscribe. Next week we'll be having a good show too. So we're gonna keep it going. That's right. We've been blessed to have some good guests on here, and like Steve Almost Smokey, he came in here twice already. He brought in the second time. He brought in AB, another comedian. It was kind of short, but we had a good time, and yeah. Shout outs to Orlando Molina. He came in here. He was the second guest. If you know who that is, that's Orlando Molina played one of the Jokers, the heavyset Joker on next Friday. Yeah, so awesome guy, awesome guy. We also had our third podcast. We had Monaby Henley Garcia. She's from oyaturadio.net. Hell yeah, awesome lady. And she came in with her husband, Richard Garcia from the Midnight Cruisers. And these guys were like sicker than a dog. I mean, they were sick. Like I said, you could hear the mocos flying, and they're coughing. Monaby was like, she was real sick, but came on there. They were professionals, and we talked it up, and yeah, it was awesome. But and then today we're supposed to be having Joey Medina, but let's see what happened. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully he comes in and we can have a good show. That's right. If not, hey, we'll do something to make you laugh. I'm gonna have to strip. I'm pretty sure you'll laugh at that, guys. Yep. You'll be looking like this dude. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I do, but I'm not that nice. Manly, what's going on? Waiting for my brother to get on here. I don't see my brother. But like we said, shout outs to everybody out there in Washington, all my family out there in Washington. Shout outs to a couple of people out there in Oregon. Ay, cabrón. There's that Armenian.
Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so I got him on. We're ready to go.
Ay, cabrón.
All right, I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna play this video, and then I'm gonna bring him in. All right.
Hell yeah.
Titty's like a car accident. Even if it's ugly, you gotta look. Some of you guys know this about me. I used to be a professional boxer. Take Irish and Mexicans, a lot alike. They both drink all the time. You got some that are pretty and some that are dark, some that are light, some that are hairy. You can floss and suck at the same time. I love it. The Irish have leprechauns. The Mexicans have cholos. It's the same thing. I swear to God, I thought I saw a titty look like a tortilla. This is bullshit. So I dipped her nipple in salsa. That's all I'm saying. I was married to a Mexican chick. I had to defend myself. I used to start training right before a period came. I'm like, the leprechauns are going after the pot of gold, and the cholos just want some pot. So you see? I'm saying, you marry a Latin woman, that's a whole new episode on Cops.
All right, guys. Give a big warm welcome to our friend, the comedian, Joey Medina.
Hey guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry for being late. I apologize.
I was like fucking Joey, dude.
I know. You know what? It's not an excuse. I I fucked up.
No,
you're
you're fine,
good.
man.
You're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
I
I'm
called.
in San Diego right now, and then I was dealing with my dog almost drowned. It was a long story.
Ay, cabrón.
Yeah. So
Be-
yeah.
be-
So that's
Before
my
we
excuse.
start, Joey, I gotta tell you a funny story that happened last week, dude. And this is pertaining. This has to do with you.
Oh shit.
So, yes, listen. So I have familia in New Mexico. Remember, we were messaging back and forth, you and I. And anyways, at that same time, I have a cousin that lives out there, and I had messaged him. I hadn't seen him for a while. He was on Facebook, so I messaged him and I said, "Hey, give me a call."
Right.
Give him my number. So as you're out there doing your shows, I see in the morning I'm at work and I see a 505 number come through. So all of a sudden I go, "Oh shit!" I'm thinking it's you. So I go, "Hello." He goes, "Hey, what's going on, dude? It's fucking JoJo." And I'm like, "Wow, we're that tight that I have to call you JoJo?" So I'm like, so then I go out to the warehouse and I'm fucking talking. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Joe?" He's like, "Nothing, man. How you been?" I go, "You ready?" And he goes, "For what?" I go, "For the fucking podcast." He goes, "What podcast?" And I go, "Come on, dude. Are you fucking with me or what?" He goes, "No, what podcast?" I go, nobody, my co-host didn't get a hold of you? He goes, "I don't even fucking know what you're talking about." And I go, "Dude, you're fucking with me." I go, "All right, let me call this guy." So I call Iggy, right?
Yeah.
I call Iggy and I'm like, "Dude, check this out. I fucking talked to Medina. He says he don't know nothing. Did you fucking talk to him?" And he's like, "Dude, I talked to him the first time you fucking gave me his number." And I'm like, "Well, according to him, he don't fucking know nothing about you or me." So then I get another phone call, and it's my cousin Jojo, and like, he's like, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" And I go, "What are you talking about? Is this fucking Medina?" He goes, "No, it's your cousin Jojo." I was like, "Dude," I go, "the whole time I'm thinking I'm talking to you." And I'm excited. I'm excited because my cousin was laughing at all my lame jokes, and I'm like, "Dude, I'm making Joey Medina fucking laugh, dude. This is awesome."
I'm sure.
I went.
I'm sure. I'm sure I would have laughed.
I don't know. I don't know. But I told Iggy, "Hey, call this guy and let him know." And lucky enough, my cousin called, and I called this guy back, and I told him, "Hey, dude, don't call him because we'll look stupid if you call him, and this guy's not gonna know what you're talking about." So funny, kind of a little funny story. Yeah, and I was like, "What an idiot."
Yeah, man. Shit. No, dude, shit like that happens all the time. I remember one time when I was married, I called my wife at her job, right? Her name was Patsy, and I go, "Hey, is Patsy there?" They go, "No, she's not here right now." I'm like, "Oh, I could just tell her husband called." And then they go, "What do you mean?" I go, "Just tell her husband called." He goes, "Well, she's dating my brother." I'm like, "What?"
Okay.
And then before you know it, him and I go, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." And then suddenly I go, "Wait a second. Patsy who?" And then he said the last name. I go, "No, that's a different Patsy." And I called the wrong number. It just happened to be the guy knew a Patsy who was dating his brother. So like, it was so weird coincidence. But him and I laughed afterwards, but we're cursing each other out.
Yeah, sometimes it's all just fucking timing, dude. That's what it is.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
So how you been, Joey?
I've been great, brother, and I just want to apologize one more time for being late. I really do apologize.
No, just don't do it again, dude.
Nah,
But nah, just joking with you. Just joking. Hey,
I was on a podcast with your cousin JoJo. That's why.
Right? Hey, after you stop doing comedy, when are you gonna fight fucking Jake Paul?
Dude, for the right money, shit, I'll do it. I'll fight anybody. Yeah, dude, it's like, it's funny. Like I still fantasize. I still dream, literally, about fighting again, where I'm doing the fight, and you know, in my brain, every time I'm dreaming of it, I always think, well, I just want to do it. I don't have to win. I just want to do it. But I would love to fight again and have one more fight and a win. But I probably would have to fight somebody in their 80s or 90s or something.
Who would you fight?
Wearing,
Who would you fight?
Wearing in the red corner, wearing the pens. Well, actually,
the guy shitting on himself. Yeah,
yeah,
bring him in. But who would you fight?
Shit, I don't know. They were gonna do like an amateur exhibition, like right before COVID, and I was gonna fight another comedian who knew how to fight, and I was getting back in shape. They were getting back in shape, and then COVID happened, and it got canceled. But yeah, man, I was gonna do it again, and it was I was excited, and I was also scared because I'm thinking, oh my god, I better do good because I was in a lose-lose situation. Because if I win, I'm beating somebody who was never a professional fighter. If I lose, I lost to someone who wasn't a professional fighter. So it was something where I had to win no matter what, and I still wouldn't have won, emotionally for people. But I would have had to knock the guy out in order, because I didn't even want to go 3 rounds. I'm like, I don't know if I could go 3 rounds. So I'm like, I gotta try to knock this guy out in the first round. That was my game plan. But then COVID came.
Hell yeah.
Can you let everybody know why we brought up this boxing?
Well, I used to be a boxer. Is that what you guys are referring to? Like, yeah, I used to be a professional boxer. I was the Arizona lightweight champion. I fought for the super featherweight NABF title, like a million pounds ago. And I don't go by years anymore. I go by pounds. And
by pounds, all right?
Yeah, I was a world ranked fighter and everything, and it was cool. And
wow.
The funny thing is, I still have the ability, because it's all knowledge, right? But I don't have the condition. So like people say, could you still fight? I'm like, yeah, man, for like 30 seconds, But
yeah,
for 30 seconds, I'll kick anybody's ass. But after 31 seconds, I'm like, all right, let's talk about this. I'm like, I don't want to fight no more.
And you do got that boxer look, because you got a little bit of like a Vinny Pazienza type. You got that look.
I look like Duran now, not back when he was young. I look like an old Duran now.
Right, I like that.
Yeah.
But boxing's great, man. Boxing's like the best sport ever. I still love boxing. I think it's the greatest sport. Anyone who's listening right now and has children, boy or girl, put them in boxing. It'll really help them a lot. Guarantee it.
At what age did you start?
29. No, I'm kidding. I started. I started on my 13th birthday.
Oh wow!
Right on my 13th birthday, and I had my first amateur fight 11 days after, and I got my ass kicked. I lost the decision, but I got beat up, man, by some guy who's been doing it for like a couple of months, and I was only boxing 11 days, and I got my ass totally kicked. But it was fun. It was a good experience.
That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah. So how did the shows in New Mexico go? Pretty good?
They were great, man. Mexico's always a very comedy friendly town. And Stephen Michael Casera, who's also on, he's a comedian, but he was on Breaking Bad. He played Agent Gomez. He owns the club, and him and I are tight. He's a good guy. He performed as well, and and it was great being part of something great. I love when comedians own comedy clubs. It's either really good or really bad, and in that situation, it was really good. So I was happy about that.
And what? So you've been on like Showtime and all that stuff. What? And I've seen that some
HBO, Comedy Central, movies. I did a little. Luckily, I've been a little bit everywhere, and it's it's always fun. I've been in, I don't know, over 50, 70 TV shows. You know, that's not counting all the repeats that they do, but
Right.
you know, it's fun. You know, it's just part of the business. Part of being in comedy is, you know, you gotta, you know, you do TV, you do some of this, you do some of that, and, you know, just people, you know, hopefully people get to see you do more things than just tell jokes.
How did
I like. Go ahead.
how did the boxing transition to the comedy? How did you work your way into it from boxing?
Well, box comedy has always been something that I loved, right? Like I would listen back in the day, you
Right.
know, I would listen to comedy albums. I would watch comedy movies, or I'll watch it on TV. I was always a fan. I never thought I could do it. I was into boxing, but I was just a huge comedy fan. And then after I retired from boxing, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. This, that, and the other thing. A bunch of other stuff happened, and then I I went to a comedy club to cheer up, and I realized at that time that I had nothing to lose, that I could start my life all over again. And I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna be a comedian. And that's kind of the way comedy started. I was such a fan, and one day I just decided to follow through with it. And I didn't think I could do it. I really thought it would be like some kid going, "Oh, I want to be a quarterback, or I want to be a baseball player, a basketball player," and you're like professional, and you're like, "Yeah, right," you know. So I thought it was impossible to be a comedian, but I gave it a shot anyway, and you know, it ended up finding out it wasn't impossible.
And how's the game has it changed now? The comedy game. What do you
The
think?
comedy game has changed a lot. It's when I first started, it, you know, the way people blew up was by doing TV shows, by being in movies, by doing that kind of thing, you know. And then you would send VHS tapes to all these different comedy clubs and everything, right?
Wow.
And then yeah, but now it's, you know, people are becoming popular because they have, you know, thousands of followers on TikTok or on Instagram, and I'm like, has nothing to do with talent. There's so many comedians that are blowing up who really aren't polished comedians. You know, they're not that great. But I'm not going to take anything away from them, because I mean, what are you supposed to do? Say no to success? But
Right.
um, they're just not ready, right? But you know, sometimes people rise to the occasion, and some of them have done that, and you know, what can you do? Yes, VHS. Who that? Somebody just posted. I think it was Melissa. Yeah, VHS. That was back in the day.
And beta. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Then Laserdisc. That's when we were getting
Oh,
technology.
remember that?
Oh,
Oh
oh
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, the laser disc. Look at
Hmm.
Iggy's like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, yeah. It's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's like the eight tracks.
Are we
Yeah.
talking the same language here or what?
Yeah. Well, we got years on you, Iggy. So yeah,
Hell
we're
yeah.
talking about some old shit. Yeah.
And you luck, Iggy. You should be lucky that you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they say that the stuff from back then is a lot better than now, but I don't know. You know, like the
Well,
cars and all that stuff.
it's just how you look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's like I remember having dozens and dozens, hundreds of tapes and DVD. I still have DVDs, and now nobody has DVD. Everything is all streaming. Everything's streaming. Music is
Mhm.
streaming. You know, movies are streaming, and it's crazy. You know, it's like, what do you do? You know, it's just you got to go with technology and move on. But I can't believe that there are people who are, you know, adults now, who were like, the World Trade Center was gone when they were born, and they're already adults, right? They're like, they've never seen a VHS tape. They've never seen a cassette tape. You know, you give them a regular phone, a rotary phone, they look at it like a caveman looking at fire for the first time. Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? And it's like, so it's weird. I think just the change is so different. And so I have a lot of appreciation for like people who are really old, in their 80s and 90s, because you know we're like black and white TVs. What are you talking about? Even though I remember that, But it's like they've accomplished, or they've passed way past us. I mean, the technology that has been created since they were around, it's ridiculous. They
Right.
fucking had horse and buggies. You know what I mean? And now we got cars that drive themselves. It's like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
What are the what? Go ahead.
So whenever you're up on stage, right? How do you where do you get your ideas from? How do they build up, and how do you present it? What's the process?
I get ideas from all kinds of different things, right? So depends on what the idea is, and then I usually come up with something really fast, and then sometimes it's right on the button, right on the money, and it's a great joke. Then other times I need to work it, But I would say at least 50% of jokes I make up on stage, and I just start talking, and something will come up, and I try to record my sets, and I'll go back later that night and go, oh, that's what I said, or that's what, and I'll just try to use it in my act.
Mhm.
So I'm really fortunate like that by using that kind of thing. I've been doing comedy for over 30 years, so my brain thinks really fast. You know what I mean? So that's how I write. It's kind of being conditioned. It's like a cop. When a cop he goes out to eat somewhere, he's looking around, he's noticing every suspicious person, man. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like,
hey, Joey,
Right.
he just got pulled over by a cop the other day, and he's not happy with it.
What happened?
Tell him.
Man, this motherfucker on and pulled me over. Saying I had no insurance. The motherfucker lied, man. He got me for like about 8 tickets though on one, and
Oh damn! Well,
he
still
was
trying
just
to
trying to
fight
get me
it.
up. Yeah, I'm gonna fight it, man. But yeah, it was a bunch of bullshit, man.
But he probably thought you had no insurance just because you're Latino, and most of
Right?
us don't.
Exactly. Dude, oh my goodness. Hey,
Right?
I said the same thing with the stuff he tried pulling up. He tried pulling up tinted windows. He tried to accuse me of drinking and driving, man. I was drinking a C4 energy drink.
Uh-huh.
I looked at this guy. I'm like, dude, I'm drinking an energy drink, dude. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I'm trying to get to work. I need to wake up,
There you go. At least he didn't try to deport you.
He was just about to, man.
Hey, I go,
You're
if
gonna take him to the buffet.
If you're gonna deport me to Cabo,
Right?
or Cancun,
Right?
some place where I could go on vacation.
Hey, you were born in the Bronx, right?
Yeah, I was born in New York City in the Bronx, so I'm legal.
Okay. All right. How many times do you go to the Bronx? Back to the Bronx? You got family back there still, or what?
Yeah, I do. Not as much as I would like. I go back every once in a while, but not as much as I would like. But I miss it, man. Every time I go back, it's I think we all miss our childhood. We all miss where we grow up, and I think once you grow up in a certain area, you're always going to be from there. You like even my company's name is Bronx Boy. So it's
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like it's in my heart, it's in my DNA, in my blood, where I'm from, and I love that. But also, I also love California, and I also love my life there, and I love my new friends, and I love my new family, and and it's all. Life is, a lot of people think life is either this or that. It's not. It could be a lot of things. Life can be 2 things at the same time, 3 things, 4 things at the same time. 2 things can be true. Just because something is true, it doesn't make something else a lie. So, it just depends on what you're talking about.
So being on the, because I don't know if a lot of people know, this guy was on the original Latin Kings of Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
How did that elevate your comedy? I mean, did it give you just like more? I loved you on that, dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that was in the movies too. Before it was on television or DVD, It was in
Paramount.
theaters. Yeah, it was in theaters. And so to answer your question, when I knew I was going to be part of that, I already knew that was going to change my life. I said, this is going to be huge. My life is going to change. It's going to put me in a different spotlight. And kind of what we were talking about earlier, where, you know, you have to rise to the occasion. I knew I was going to have to rise to the occasion. I knew that, you know, me being part of that, there were going to be a lot of people, you know, mostly probably other Latin comics that are thinking, why him? Why is he on there? Why? Blah, 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 blah. So I knew that I was going to have to bring it. I knew my show was going to have to be good. And then I also knew from that moment on, I was going to have to bring it. And I was going to have to always do better after that. And because I had the boxing background and because I had the boxing of it, you know, the boxing mentality, I was prepared for it. To me, it was just like boxing. It was like someone says, okay, you're going to fight for the title now. And it was like a Rocky thing. And it was like, okay, I'm going to fight for the title, but you know what? I'm going to fucking win. I'm going to win and I'm going to fight hard.
Fuck yeah.
I'm going to deserve this opportunity. And that's what I had to do when we did the Latin Kings of Comedy. I had to go in there and make sure that people felt that I deserved the opportunity.
Do you still communicate with the other guys from that Latin Kings of Comedy?
Yeah, not as much as before, but like, you know, like Paul, I co-directed a movie with Paul Rodriguez not too long ago, so I saw him about a week ago. I talked to Alex Yamundo a little bit. Every once in a while, I'll see Cheech or I'll see George, and, you know, say hi and bye, but not really tight with them, other than, you know, knowing them and seeing them. I'm probably tighter with the other guys, but you know, it's all good. We all have our own careers. We're all doing our own thing. We still work with each other every once in a while. We still help one another every once in a while. You know, so it's that kind of thing.
Well, two guys want to send their love to you, which is Steve Almost Smokey.
Oh, yeah, I love him, man. Steve's a good guy.
And Gilbert Escobar. They both told me.
Gilbert's my dog, man. Yeah. They're both great guys, both very funny. Gilbert Gilbert's a special person to me, man. He helped me. He was one of the first people to help me. He's the first person. You know, I would stay at his house. He would get me spots. He helped me a lot in the beginning of my career, and I will always be in debt to him, and I will always drop anything I'm doing to help him because I love Gilbert like a brother.
And that's the way I feel about him, because I talk to him on the, you know, like every week. I'll call him up. Hey, what are you doing? He calls me Littlefoot. That's a different story. But no, I talked to him. Matter of fact, on a live on TikTok, and I told him, we're having Medina on, and he's like, hey, tell my boy I love him, man. And so he threw his love at you. And Smokey, I talked to him too, and I said, hey, he's a good guy, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, Smokey's a great guy too.
They didn't tell me you were going to be.
Go ahead.
They didn't tell me you're going to be late, but that's good.
I know.
No, I'm just joking.
So sorry.
We're joking.
I hate when people are late, and I'm rarely, seldom late. And again, I apologize. And the funny thing is, we talked earlier, and I was like, yeah, we got this. And then my dog. I'm in San Diego, right? And so my dog. There's a little beach here, and we're playing catch, and I throw my ball.
So when are you going to do another stripper movie?
Did he cut off?
I think he's froze.
He froze
in the water, like up to my waist, trying to get the ball.
There he is.
Hey, Joey.
Hold on, he cut off.
Oh, he cut off?
Yeah, he cut off all the way through.
He said, fuck this. I'm not going to answer that stripper fucking question. Another one. Technical difficulties. Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey.
First there was that one guy's. I want to say it was Rolando. You asked him about his birthday. He goes, huh? What?
What about hey?
No.
What about him?
Hurry, he comes back. Here he is. Give it up for Joey Medina.
Sorry, guys. I have consumer cellular. And, yeah, they got me signed up at the 99-cent store.
Iggy said, "Oh fuck, his dog fell in the pool again." Jeez. Hey,
cabrón.
I was asking you, when are you gonna do a stripper movie again?
Oh, zombie strippers? Yeah, that was a fun movie.
How was it How was it working with Jenna Jameson?
Well, she was kind of standoffish. She was kind of weird, even though there was a scene where I carry her and I'm grabbing her by her boobs. But to me, the more exciting thing was working with Robert Englund, who's Freddy Krueger. So there's a scene in the movie where I'm chasing him in his office with like a severed head, and I remember I'm doing it. I'm going, oh my god, man! I'm chasing Freddy Krueger around. This is awesome,
right? He's having a fucked up dream of me now. That's good. That's good.
But he was a very nice guy, very talkative. Like he'll talk your ears off, and but he's a sweetheart of a man, and it was a pleasure meeting him.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Have you done any other movies?
Yeah, I've done a few things, man. Let's see. I just did. I've done TV shows. I've done a lot of movies. I've done. I'm trying to think what they are. I've done a movie called Father's Journey or something like that. I did another movie where I just did called. I get killed in it really fast. It's called California something. I don't know. Like I do these things and then I forget them. It's not.
Yeah.
They're no major things. I've done a lot of TV shows. Like I just did The Neighborhood with Cedric the Entertainer. I did. I did. I think it's called Seattle 911 or something like that. It's another TV show. And then so I do these little shows, and I like when they're not all comedic. When they're a little drama, then I like it because I'm like, oh, that's dope. Then I get to do some real acting, not just comedy. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that.
So if there was an actor out there right now, who would you want to work with?
Oh, good question. A lot of people, man. They're just they're so top of my hat, I'm also a director. I'm a filmmaker, and there's nothing more that I love than when I see an actor that kills it, and I'm like, oh my god, these people, this girl, this guy, they're just tearing it up. There's a lot of really good actors there. I would love to direct, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, anybody with a huge name like that would be amazing. But it doesn't matter. I've all it is trying to get a director. What a director does is like he's the painter. He has, his paint is the actors, right, and the script, and his brushes are the camera and the microphone and the lighting, right? So, and then what we do is we paint a picture, we paint a story, we make a story come out, and that's kind of what that is. And I've worked with a lot of really good actors that nobody who's ever heard of, never heard of, but they should because they're great. And then I've worked with some actors that people know who they are and they're not that good. They're really not that good of an actor. So you just have to kind of have to just go with it, and then see what comes out.
Iggy?
So Joey, my next question is,
Yes.
being up on stage, do you remember the last time that you had the biggest crowd reaction of a joke? You remember that, and how did that feel?
That always feels great. I remember there's a lot. I performed in Florida not too long ago, and I wrote a joke for that where I said Florida is the only state where you can smuggle a brick of cocaine in a book, and the problem is the book. And I love that joke because I think it's a really, really smart joke, right? And I did it in Florida. I didn't know how it was gonna work, and they loved it. They ate it up, and I was like, "Oh, thank God!" So,
That's funny.
yeah. So I always love when any of my jokes work, right? But when they work specifically for a specific reason, and I did it in a specific thing, I always like when that happens. I remember a bunch of years ago, they hired me to roast that sheriff in Arizona. Joe, what was his name again? Sheriff Joe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was the asshole that was kind of racist and everything. So I roasted him, and I did a lot of research, and so I wrote a bunch of jokes, and it worked. It killed. Everybody was laughing, man, and I'm like, all right, this is working. It's real specific. And but trust me, as much as I love when people laugh when I do a good joke, when I do a good joke and they don't laugh, that scares the shit out of me. So nobody likes that.
Hey, and comedy is no joke because I did it. I did it a little bit at Club Sage in Whittier.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I the second one they with I don't know if you know who Pat Gallegos is.
Mm-hmm.
He's a promoter out there. Anyways, I was about to go on, and he tells me, "Hey, we're gonna cancel that show in there, and we're gonna put everybody together in the big room and be ready." I'm like, "Fuck, dude!" And I froze in the middle of it. But then the guy that was I could hear on the side was Chris Stapleton. And he was like, "Come on, buddy, don't walk out." He was telling me straight up, "Come on." I can hear him. "Come on, don't walk out." And I came on with another story and standing ovation, and that was it. I was like, "Fuck yeah, yeah." But it's tough, man. It's tough.
You never know what you're gonna get. Like there's times where comedy is a lot like boxing. Like people. Like I feel real confident when I was training for a fight. I was like, I think I got this. But I would never get too cocky. I would never go, yeah, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna because I don't fucking know. People ask me, hey, you gonna win? I'm like, ask me after. Like, what am I fucking Nostradamus? Like, of course I'm gonna try to win. You know what I mean? But it's but same thing with comedies. Like, I don't take it for granted, man. I watch the other comics to see how they do. I listen to the audience to see if they're talkative, they're not talkative. And I put up a game plan as I go along, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start this, because you never know, man. You never know. I could be the funniest guy in the world, but for whatever reason, for an audience, I may suck, right? Or vice versa, or it could be the most horrible room in the world, but for some reason I could just kill that room. So it's just you never know, man. It's so much like boxing. That's why I think one of the reasons why I've been as successful as I have been in comedy is because I still have the same boxing mentality, and boxing and comedy are very similar.
And what about hecklers? How do you deal with hecklers when you're up there?
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you can say it. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
No, actually, no. Let me tell you something. Most hecklers, right? They don't know they're hecklers. They're like the person at a party who's really loud, and you're like, okay, bro, okay, just chill, okay, bro, all right, okay. That's what the hecklers is. They think they're being part of it, and they're not really trying to be rude, even though they're being rude. They're not trying to be rude. So 9 out of 10 times with hecklers, I know how to control them. I kind of just guide them down, or I'll ask them to be quiet in a funny way, or a quiet way. Or sometimes it's just I avoid eye contact with them. Like, now I don't look at them, and they go, oh, okay. They don't. Then they won't talk because I'm not looking at them. The only time there's ever a problem is when someone's trying to be rude, or someone is just being disrespectful. Then you're like, oh fuck, now this is a real problem. And the way I handle that is I try to control it nicely, and if not, then I just this maybe it's only happened 2 or 3 times out of 30 something years of comedy. I've asked them to leave. I asked people to take them out because I'm like, you know what? Sorry, man. There's other people. I remember one time there was a club I worked at, and it was in Midwest somewhere, right? As I'm walking up the stage, I haven't even grabbed the mic yet. I'm walking onto the stage, and I hear some white guy yell, "You better be funny, Beaner." Like,
oh wow!
I literally haven't stepped all the way to the stage. I was walking up to the stage when he said it. You know, so I had him kicked out, and you know, of course, I made fun of him and some other shit. But because it's just fucking asshole. He's just being rude. That I won't accept. I just won't accept that because there's no excuse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's zero excuse.
You didn't do a Michael Richards on him, did you?
No. He just, you know. First of all, I told him, I said, listen, I go, if you're gonna insult me, do some fucking homework. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm not a beaner, motherfucker. I'm a spick. And I go, secondly, you can get your white ass out of here. And like, I was just, you know, so, you know, I forgot what I said. It was years ago, but it was just like, fuck this motherfucker. I'm not going to let him get away with it.
Right. If you're going to put me down right, fucker. I like that.
And, you know, and the thing is, yeah, and I did. I kicked him out, and the rest of his table stayed. And I said, you guys can stay. You guys are fine. But your asshole friends got to go.
Yeah.
And then they did. They grabbed him, they kicked him out, and that was it. And it was, you know, hard to get back on track after that. But it's even though I was never on the track, I haven't even walked on stage yet, you know. But you know, shit like that happens. And then trust me, then after you know, the Will Smith thing, I went up on stage every day. I go, look, the slap shit ain't gonna work. So this is the last thing you guys are gonna do is come up here and try to slap me. Please don't do that. It's not gonna work out for you. You know?
Hey, Joey, what does chingazos mean in Puerto Rico?
I don't know. I know what it means. So maybe it's the same thing because a lot of words, it's how it's said, and you're like, oh, okay, I get that. Like I remember when I first moved to Arizona. And some guy called me Esse. He goes, hey, Esse. I'm like, hey, what the fuck you mean by that? Like, you know what I mean? He goes, oh, it means like dude. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I had no idea. I didn't know what the fuck it meant. You know? But it, you know, after a while, you just kind of pick it up, and you get. It's like anything else. You could tell by the way someone says something what they mean by it or how they mean by it. You know what I mean? So sometimes you're like, oh, I don't like the way you said that shit, or the other way you're like, oh, that sounded cute. Bad,
right?
You know, you never know. But I'm a grown man. I'm not gonna fight over stupid shit. You want to call me something? Go ahead, call me something. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever.
So, getting into comedy, what comedians did you look up to? Did you hear?
Well, I'm holding the phone one hand. I'm trying to open a bottle with the other thumb. And I'm masturbating with my feet, so it's really hard. I'm like a contortionist.
A fucking monkey or what? Jeez. That was pretty good. Pretty good.
So you know, Richard Pryor, George Carlin, you know, Cheech and Chong. I listened to an album growing up as a kid called it's a National Lampoon album called "That's Not Funny, That's Sick," and it was kind of just sketches, but on, you know, audio form only. It wasn't video, and I found that so fucking fascinating. I'm like, oh my god, this is the funniest thing ever, you know. And so growing up, anybody who was funny, I used to have a gay friend in high school named Victor the Fag. And I don't think that was his real last name, but that's what everybody calls him. Victor was one of the funniest people I ever met in my life. And he was so flamboyant. He was so funny. And even though I love comedy, I was very shy. Like, you could never get me to open up and, you know, tell jokes or whatever. But I loved hanging out with people that were funny. And Victor was very, very funny. And he was just funny naturally, right? And so I loved fucking hanging out with that dude. And then he loved hanging out with me because in high school I was a Golden Gloves boxer, and everybody knew that. So nobody fucked with him, man. Everybody said, "Oh, that's Joey's boy now. You can't fuck with Victor no more." Right? That's my, you know, we were like best friends. So, you know, and so anyway, I just love that. I love that humor. I love that inhibition or lack of inhibition. You know, they could just say whatever they want, and he always had that. So anytime I met anyone like that, I was very drawn to them because I'm like, oh my god, this motherfucker's funny. I just want him to make me laugh a lot, you know. And that was it. That was the kind of people I was always drawn to. And one of the reasons when I first started doing stand up, I did open mic. I literally just did that to hang out with other comics. I didn't do that to want to be a comedian. I did that because I go, if I do open mic, then I can hang out with the open mic comics. So that's why I did it. So people that are funny, I love.
Yeah. What are the best clubs that you like to go to and you feel comfortable just performing at them clubs?
I worked at, I think, a lot of clubs, man. You know, it's I do the Laugh Factory a lot in Hollywood. I do the Ice House in Hollywood. Um, I perform, Caroline's in New York City, which was amazing. You know, it was a huge club out there. And the comic strip in El Paso is one of my favorites. Also now the club I did in you know, uh, Casetas Comedy Club, Casetas Comedy Club in New Mexico was great. But I actually did. I worked at the first black-owned comedy club. It's called Comedy Lounge. It's in Houston, Texas, and they spell comedy. They spell comedy with a K. Like it's a really cool little logo, right? The first black-owned comedy, and I enjoyed that because as a comedian, I've worked at a lot of white ones. And one time I worked at one that was so white, they spelled comedy with 3 Ks. That's how fucking white they were. So yeah, man. So working at the first black owner, awesome.
That's a good one. Jeez. Yeah, you don't want to work at that one. Fuck that.
Comedy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't want to do that one. What kind of dog do you have?
She's a boxer.
Oh, look at boxer with a boxer. Look at that. That's crazy.
She's a boxer. Her name is Roxy. I love her to death. She's like a person to me. Like, the funny thing is, like, people see that John Wick movie, and I'm like, I get it. Like, because if anyone ever hurt my dog, I will John Wick the fuck out of him.
Right? Right?
They'll be dead. I'll be in jail because nobody hurts my fucking dog. I love my dog to death. She's a person. Like, she really is a person.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but yeah, I love her to death. I'll do anything for that little dog. Almost drowning.
Right? Fucking mouth to mouth and everything, huh? Hell yeah.
Hey man, I don't care. I love that dog, man.
Right? I was gonna ask you, so what do you got going on now? Besides all the
I was producing a game show on television called Funny You Should Ask. And that show's it's done for the season now, so I don't know if it's coming back or not. So now I'm just going back on the road. Next week I go to Reno, Texas. Reno, Nevada. Same thing.
That's what I was like. What?
Yeah, I know. Reno, Nevada. So I'll be there, and that'll be fun. I love Reno. Reno's fun. Reno's it's like if let's see, if a city could be Walmart. If Walmart was outside, that's Reno, Texas. Like it's that kind of
right.
And but it's fun. The club is fun, and the casinos are fun. The people, everybody there is fun. And like my thing is this: I don't like when comedy feels like work. When it feels like work, then I don't like it. Like people ask me, "Do you love what you do?" I go, "I love what I do. I just don't always love where I do it or who I do it for. But I always love what I do." You know what I mean? And when it doesn't feel like work, when you just go up there and it feels like you're just hanging out with a bunch of friends, making people laugh, that's the best. When you're up there and it feels like you're pulling teeth and you're like, "Oh, these motherfuckers ain't laughing," then it's work. And then if it's something that I could fix, then I try to fix it. If it's something that I can't fix, then I just have to move on and keep going with it. And I've done some big shows that went horrible in my life, and I've done some little shows that were fucking amazing, and you just never know, right? It's just kind of one of those things, So you just have to be very quick on your feet, and you're quick and try to adjust and adapt to it. It's kind of like being an athlete, man. It's comedy is, out of all show business, right? Other than working like swinging on fucking things, or just regular show business, being in front of a camera, being in front of an audience. Comedy is the closest thing to being an athlete, because you're by yourself. It's you against the audience, and you have to. There's momentum. There's timing. There's I call it rounds, right? So anytime I do a show, I always go, okay, I think I won that by decision, or I think I won that by knockout, Oh, I think I lost that. You know, it just depends. Let's see, is it hard to come up with new stuff because of all the sensitive people these days? Yes and no. And actually, because people are so sensitive, I come up with jokes to make those people pissed off. So it actually helps me come up with more jokes. You know, I this isn't my joke, but there's another comedian that has a joke that I love. He says, his name is Dom Herrera. He does this joke and he says the word retarded, right? He goes, yeah, I saw this kid, he was a retard. And then he goes, wait, I know I'm not supposed to say that. He goes, yeah, that's politically incorrect. I go, I'm not supposed to say that. You know who told me that? My friend Jimmy the Faggot. That's so fucking funny, man. That is such a funny joke. You know, it's ironic, right? That's why that particular joke works. But people are too sensitive, man. If you're sensitive, look, I tell people, look, if you don't like seafood, don't go to fucking Red Lobster, bro. Don't go for. And if you get if you get triggered by what people say, don't go to a fucking comedy club. And then I tell the audience, I go, it's not like I came to your house to tell these fucking jokes. You came here. So if you don't like it, that's you. That's your bad, bro. It ain't mine. I ain't gonna stop my shit because you're a fucking little bitch. I mean, it's not gonna happen.
Right? Right?
Melissa knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like, look, if you act like a little bitch, if you're that sensitive, then man up and just go, okay. Or just look around the room and go, wait a second, everyone else is laughing but me. So the problem is not the comedian, the problem is me. And that's what they should do.
And it's like haters. Like, are you sitting on your couch watching something on TV that you fucking hate? Are you that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
change the fucking channel if you don't like it. Don't go to a.
No, you're right. And the thing is this. Now, I'm not saying everything me or any other comedian says, every single thing we say is funny, or everything is politically correct, there's going to be something a comedian may say, including myself, that you may not think is funny. That may not be funny. But you just fucking keep listening, and maybe the next shit is funny. And that's how it works. It's just you try things, especially comics like myself who try things right there on stage. We don't know what's going to work unless we try it, right? And if it don't work, well, fuck it, we'll move on. And that's it. But don't take it personal. It's not about you. It's not. Someone does a joke about whatever it is. Don't take it personal, man. Nobody's trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I know I'm not. I don't ever want anyone to feel hurt at one of my shows. I'm not. I never intentionally make fun of anyone or tease anyone like that. I tease the audience the way I would tease my friend. And anytime I do a joke about anything that's negative-ish, I always do a compliment first.
Yeah.
If it's about black people, it's about gay people, about straight people, it's about women, about men, whatever it is, I always say something positive first, and then I do the joke, I do the bit, right? Because I want people to understand this isn't real. This is make believe. This is fun. This is jokes, and that's all it is. If I want the audience to, but sometimes I'll say something, that I mean, like I it's not a joke, but I'll say about religion. I go, look, to me, all religions are right, all religions are wrong. Whatever makes you a good person and not an asshole, do that. I don't give a shit what it is. If you're a fucking Mormon, if you're an atheist, whatever it is, if you're a good person, then keep doing that shit, right? Don't switch it if it's working.
Exactly.
Do that. Like, so it's funny. It's like you have to use your own opinions, but yet you also have to make the people laugh, right? Because they're there to laugh. They're not there to be, to be taught anything. They're there to just have a good time.
I think the comedian that used to get that can get away with all that was Don Rickles.
Oh yeah, he got away with it. That was his.
But he made it funny.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's supposed to always be funny. Anytime I've seen comics do jokes that I go, dude, there better be a punchline because otherwise that's fucking offensive. And they don't know how to do it. Like I'm like, they had an idea somewhere and they fucking lost it. I'm like, oh, that's rude.
Right.
And so it's like, It's I didn't get it. Like there was twice I've had comics do jokes about Puerto Ricans, right? Well, we work together, and I don't care. I'm like, it's me. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can talk about my mother, but it better be fucking funny. And the jokes weren't funny. They were just offensive, and I'm like, dude, that's fucking doubly rude. You know, I'm Puerto Rican, and so you're gonna do a joke about being Puerto Rican. Let it be funny. I don't care, but all you did was say something fucking negative, and there's nothing behind it. And I just thought that was fucking extra rude.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just like having a Puerto Rican boss and then making fun of him. Like, really? But without no joke. It's just fucking just an insult. Like that's not smart.
Going back to boxing, was there any time that you just got fucking knocked out? Like fucking sácale. Boom, boom, and you were
never. I've been knocked down before.
Stunned?
I've been stunned. Yeah, I've been stunned. I've been knocked down. I remember one time I fought a guy named Anthony Fletcher, and I knocked him down, right? And then the next round he knocked me down, but he hit me so hard I fucking spun in a circle, bro. It was I spun in a circle, and
a picture cartoon.
I'm facing the outside the ring, right? And I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the ring at? The ring was behind me. I'm like, this motherfucker hit me hard. So I lost that fight, but I should have won. I got robbed. It's being.
How many knockouts have you had?
Well, I've knocked out probably maybe 10 people.
Ay, cabrón.
9.
All right.
Maybe 11. Like I don't know, but it's I've got I think I had like 2 or 3 first round knockouts. I've got when I won the state title, I won by 11th round knockout. They stopped the fight in the 11th round, so that was fun. I went into the championship rounds, right? But it's I love boxing. Boxing, like I said, greatest sport in the world. I love it to death. I highly recommend it to everybody because it gets you in shape. It's fun, and if you have a child, right? If you have a son or daughter, boxing keeps their ass straight, man. It keeps them straight because they're not gonna drink, they're not gonna smoke, they're not gonna do stupid shit, and they're gonna be very respectful. Boxing somehow. I grew up without a father. Boxing was like my father. Like I remember 16 years old, I got a hickey from a girl, and I want to show off to everybody at the gym, man. I was like, yeah, I got a hickey, right? So I show up to the gym, showing everybody, check it out, man, I got a hickey. My trainer, Joe, saw it, and he goes, "You get the fuck out of this gym. Don't come back till it's gone." And I was like, but for 3 days, I couldn't go back to the gym. That was like torture for me, right? And I'm like, I've never got a hickey on my neck ever since then, right? And I'm like thinking, what the fuck does it matter? But I had respect. I was like, I was being punished for whatever reason, right? And I never got a hickey again on my neck because they were on my balls after that. But on my neck, I never had them because I don't want Joe to kick me out of the gym anymore.
Wait, did you just say they were on your balls after that?
Yeah.
I already caught that, dude. I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
Because I don't want no one to see them.
Yeah, I know. Below the belt. I like that. There you go. I caught that one. I was like, hey, did he just say that? Wow. How did you get rid of the hickey? Fucking cold spoon, lipstick, fucking cap.
Dude, I don't know how I did it, man. But I know how I've done it after that. Like I remember one time, what I would do is like I would stop at like a Mervyn's or like a department store, and I would have the makeup girl cover it up. I would do things. I couldn't afford cologne, right? So I would just use the samples. Like I would always stop there for something. There were so many times like I would go for a job interview and I would just wear the clothes with the price tag inside. And I want to take them back. I know all the ghetto tricks, man. I know all the ghetto tricks.
Right. What's your most embarrassing on stage? Your embarrassing moment that you've had on stage?
Embarrassing on stage is probably okay. I think the first time I ever got paid for a gig, it was $50. It was in Paterson, New Jersey, and it was a black nightclub where they just all of a sudden they stopped the fucking music. An MC goes up there and he's like, I'm only making fun of everyone's teeth, making fun of their face, making fun of everything, blah, 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 blah. And I go up there, right, doing my little fucking jokes for the first time ever getting paid. And I would say within 2 minutes, like I could hear the booze coming. And the MC just came and grabbed my mic. And I walked off stage.
Oh, wow.
Dude, it was the most embarrassing thing in the world. And the funny thing was, the person I met was during that time was Tracy Morgan, right?
Oh.
Tracy Morgan, it was before he was Tracy Morgan. Nobody knew who he was then. But he was giving me a ride back home or back to where I was staying in the Bronx. And I remember I'm saying, I'm not going to take the money, man. I'm not going to take the money. And he goes, this is show business. You showed up. You take the money. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the money. So I took the money, and then I got a contact high in his car while he was driving me back and smoking weed the entire time. Yeah, dude, I almost got booed off stage, man.
Wow.
I didn't get booed off stage was because they grabbed my microphone and took me off stage before I got booed. So it was horrible. So when I see comedians, there's nothing funnier to a comedian than watching another comedian bomb. When we watch it, it's like watching an old lady fall. Like it's just hilarious to us. Like a comedian watching another comedian bomb is fucking the funniest thing in the fucking. Nobody else is laughing except us in the back. We're going, oh my god, it's fucking great, he's dying up there.
That's fucking awesome, dude. I love it.
Hey, Joey, do you have a favorite movie out there that people need to know about? Your favorite movie? any movie besides some with strippers in it?
No, man. My favorite movie of all time is Rocky. My second favorite movie of all time is The Exorcist. I'm old school, but there's a lot of good movies out there, guys. Okay, the movie that's out now that I highly recommend for everyone to watch is called Monkey Man. Monkey Man.
Yeah.
And it's Monkey Man is like John Wick, but better. I think it's better than John Wick. And it's John Wick is great, but John Wick is very. It seems make believe. It seems out of reach, right? Like that shit really is too much. Monkey Man it's a little more realistic, and it's like John Wick, but more gritty, you know. And I love the movie. I hate watching movies twice, unless I love it. This movie I would see again. So for latest movies that are out now, I highly recommend it. I also loved, a lot of people didn't like it, but I also loved Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal. It's on, I think it's on Amazon or something. Something really, really good. I really enjoyed it, man. The directing was great. The special effects were great. Special effects, you can't tell the special effects. It just seems like they're what we call practical effects. But they were definitely special effects, and they're just such a well done movie. I really enjoyed it. It was funny. There was action. There was violence. There was everything, but it was a well done movie.
Best gangster movie.
Well, no one can say any other gangster movie is better than Godfather, but I love The Godfather. But I also loved Goodfellas. Man, Goodfellas that was a great fucking movie. But there's other good ones out there. There's a lot of other good gangster movies out there.
I would have thought you said Bronx Tale.
Oh, Bronx Tale is different. That is a gangster movie. But Bronx Tale, I love Bronx. See, to me, it wasn't a Bronx. To me, that wasn't a gangster movie, even though it technically was. And I know I sound like I'm making this up, but that really was kind of my life story. My trainer Joe ran. My boxing gym and where I lived at that part was near an Italian neighborhood, right? So Joe ran that whole area. He had a social club, he owned a couple toy stores and a couple things here and there, and everything was kind of like, stuff fall off the truck, you know what I mean, kind of thing. And it was, but he helped raise me. He was like a father to me. I love him to death. I love his family to death. And he really taught me a lot. I think he was more of my father anyone else has ever been more of my father. And I love him to death. Not only did I learn everything I know about boxing, I learned a lot about life from him. And it really is like I have a Bronx Tale movie poster signed by all the actors because I love that movie so much, and I love that, you know, how similar my life story was to his.
If you were in a scary movie, would you get killed last or first? What do you think?
I think I'd probably get killed first because I'll be always the wise ass. And I've been in a couple of scary movies. Right? I did Zombie Strippers, but I got killed last. I was one of the last ones to get killed. And then I did another movie that they changed the name like 3 or 4 times, and I get killed towards the end of that movie too. But my character was a big smart ass. You know, and the director let me like ad lib a lot, and so did Zombie Strippers. The director of Zombie Strippers let me ad lib a lot, and that was fun. Because I'm a professional writer, so I mean
Yeah.
I know how to make it faster, fix the timing and stuff. And this movie I just finished with Paul Rodriguez, even though I didn't direct it, I kind of directed it after the fact. You know, I re-edited it. I did a whole bunch of stuff. That's why they're giving me co-director credit. But you know, I added more jokes. It was just a lot of work, but it was fun. It was fun to do. I love films. I love being creative. So anytime I have a chance to be creative, you know, I always take it.
Hey, if you're ever gonna redo Karate Kid, fucking Miyagi, dude, I'll do it.
You got it. You got it.
I got it, dude. Yeah, hell yeah.
I look probably more Asian. I look more Asian than Asian people.
Yeah, like a sumo. There you go. Favorite food? What's your favorite food, buddy?
Seafood. Love seafood, man. I could eat seafood. I love seafood so much. I would date a mermaid just to go down. That's how much I love seafood.
There we go. Boom, boom. Hell yeah, that's funny, dude. Oh man. What? So you live in San Diego?
No, I'm in San Diego right now because there's a little town here. It's called Ocean Beach, and it's a pretty little town. I thought you were going to say Tijuana. No, it's before Tijuana. And the good thing about this town is they're extremely dog friendly. All the hotels accept dogs. The hotel I'm staying at actually has a dog run where you could just open up the patio and the dogs could run. And then right behind that is a dog beach where you can play with the dogs off collar. And the restaurants, you can bring a dog in, no problem. Bars, you can bring your dog. And this little area, Ocean Beach, is very dog friendly. So you know, we come here. My girlfriend and I come here every once in a while. We bring my dog, and we do it for her. You know, so Roxy could have a regular life and not be on a leash. Because again, I see her like a person. I don't see her like an animal. So yeah, so that's why I'm in San Diego. But I live in LA.
Oh, okay.
So the people gotta know favorite football team.
Oh
Rams,
shit!
Man. I love the Rams, man. And I'll tell you why. But listen. I love the Rams. I always loved the Rams. When I was a little kid, this is why I love the Rams. When I was a little kid, my mom took me to a movie called Heaven Can't Wait, and it was with Warren Beatty. I see it. Every recovering Toronto loves the Raiders. And but I saw that movie, and the movie, the Warren Beatty was a quarterback, and he played for the Rams. So I just love the Rams because I saw that movie as a little kid. And then my zodiac sign is Aries, which is the Rams. And so I've always been a Ram fan ever since I was a little boy. And a lot of people don't know this, but like here's a fact: that the Rams were the first team ever to have an emblem on their helmet. First football team ever to have anything on their helmet was the Rams, which was the horn, obviously.
Yeah,
they were the first ones.
Okay, name the 4 horsemen.
4 horsemen.
Let's
see, the jockeys. No, I'm kidding. 4 horsemen. I have.
Yeah, from the Rams, the defense.
Okay, yeah, that was back then, though. I don't know. I didn't know the players that much. I know who you're talking about now.
Deacon Jones, Rosie Greer, Mervyn Olsen, and the last guy, that nobody remembers is Lamar Lundy.
Yeah, I didn't even remember that name. Everyone else's name I remember now that you say it. But yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Hey, Iggy, show him what we have going on.
All right. He's gonna want it, man. But I'll show him. Check it out.
Okay.
This was from one of our sponsors, LA.JACK in Whittier, California.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I do want it.
He donated that so we can give it away. And hey, Iggy, tell Joey what he needs to do.
Hey, so here's the thing. I'm gonna give you a chance on it too. Okay. Check out the back of that. It's embroidery in the back. There's a big old ram on it. So here's the deal. Since you're our friend and you're our guest today,
Okay.
we're gonna give you a shot at this. All right.
Okay.
You gotta guess. Hold on. Let me turn this light down. You gotta guess how many pieces of Applejack cereals in this jar.
Applejack's nice. All right.
You can't
It's
have
all-
the Applejack, so.
How many? Oh fuck! God, I feel like I'm on The Price is Right. Turn the bottle around.
Oh, here we go. I knew it.
I just want to make sure.
See? He's going to study.
Yes. Hold on. You're not gonna
This
eat
mo-
right?
This motherfucker. He's,
250. I'm not even close, huh?
whenever, hey, Iggy has a number written down in the back of him. So whoever gets it right, if you see him going for that paper, that means somebody got it. So that's how we can say on that.
All right, well, you know what? Whoever wins, I hope they deserve it.
Yeah, right. You ain't gonna say that.
Watch it be somebody with no fucking arms and be like, really? What a waste. What a waste.
Hey, what?
Yeah,
They
can I
could
get
show you the sleeves.
Can I get a fucking tank top?
He's just gonna have two flaps. The sleeves are just gonna be flapping around in the air like that.
Ay, cabrón.
Hey, he's gonna look like one of the balloons outside the car dealership, dude. Yeah, that's what. So I didn't know you were okay. Baseball team.
Well, that Yankees only because I'm Puerto Rican from the Bronx, so I have to. It's a law.
All right.
But I
It's a
also
law.
But I also love the Dodgers because I live in LA, so I have to love the Dodgers. So when the Dodgers play, I always root for the Dodgers unless they're playing the Yankees.
But show him the other one, Iggy. That one's not on for today, but show him.
Give me 1 second.
But anyways, Joey, hey, thank you for coming, man. You're awesome, dude. You're a funny guy. Funny
Thanks for having
motherfucker,
me.
dude.
And again, I want to really apologize. I mean,
Nah,
sorry.
we're just joking. Nah.
No, but it's it's trust me, man. Like if I was doing a podcast, which I used to do a podcast, I'd be upset too. So I would get it. I get it.
Now, like I said, this podcast we just started and we're trying to grow it. So there you go.
Oh, nice.
Check that out.
That's nice too, man. God damn, you got some good fans or people, sponsors.
Well, thanks to LA.JACK. Yeah, he. Hey, matter of fact, go down there. It's in Whittier. It's right off of Painter and Greenleaf. LA.JACK. Go check him out.
I heard about them, man. I heard they're good people over there.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I've known him for a long time, and he's like an uncle to me. And yeah, tell him we sent you, and go check him out.
Cool. And also, I want to let everybody know out there. Honestly, we're talking so much about my dog Roxy. My dog Roxy was a rescue. We got her from the Boxer Rescue in LA. And so all the people out there, man, if you're gonna get a dog, rescue a dog. They know they're in jail when they're in those pounds and behind those cages, and all they want to do is just be loved by somebody and love you back. So get a rescue, do whatever you can, to help animals, man, because they don't have nobody else. Right, so it's all about us. You gotta help them. Rescue
That's
dogs.
right.
Fuck
That's
cats,
right.
but rescue dogs. I'm kidding.
I hate. Hey, I hate cats. I cannot stand cats, dude.
Yeah, I'm not a cat guy, but I don't hate cats. But I'm not a cat guy. But
I don't like them.
but yeah, I love dogs to death, man. Dogs are the best. They really are. They're better than people.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have 2 boys. They're already grown ups. They're at the age now that I don't know how old they are anymore. They're men. They're like they're between. All I know is they're between 18 and 44. So
All right, all right.
That's all I know.
And where do they stay?
They both live in Arizona.
Oh, cool.
They're both doing really good. They're both, one's a licensed contractor, got 2 wonderful kids, a lovely wife. The other one's a banker, got a lovely wife, 2 intelligent kids. They're like so. My kids are doing so good, and it's funny because grown up. I mean, we as parents, right? We always want our kids to do better than us. But like they're doing so good, I'm starting to be resentful. Like I'm like, really, man? Stop showing off with your new house, and your new job, your new car.
Right. Right.
Now I gotta have another son and hope he's a fucking idiot just so I can feel better about my life.
That's fucked up.
No, it's true. You gotta be all like, I'm also good. That's my boy. Yeah, Daddy's gonna tell some jokes. So you can keep going to that special school.
Right? A fucking menso, huh? I love it, dude. Yeah, here's my shit son. Yeah.
That's right.
I fucking love it, dude. Yeah.
My shit son that makes me feel good about my life.
Hey, since we're on that topic, what do you think about these youngsters nowadays? I mean,
it depends. Some they're not as people now. For instance, growing up, I never heard of the word triggered. Like I knew what a trigger is, right, on a gun, but someone being triggered, I never knew what that was. Now everybody gets triggered. Well, when you talk about this, it triggers me. Stop being a little cunt, and then you won't be so triggered so much. You know what I mean? And the thing is this. Check this out. I'm a liberal. I'm a Democrat. I'm a very liberal. I'm extremely liberal, right? But I'm not a pussy, man. And the thing is stop being a pussy in life. You're never gonna get better. You're never gonna grow up. You're never gonna be able to take a good punch because life is gonna punch you in the face every chance it gets. Yep. And if every time life punches you in the face and you go, oh, it hurt, you know what? Fuck it. Just call it quits. But the thing is, be a man or a woman or an adult, whatever it is. And when life hits you, just hit it back or fucking just keep going forward. After a while, life gets tired of fucking with you. You know what I mean? But too many people in this world are just too pussy. I'm triggered. I'm like, you're a fucking asshole.
Hey, Iggy, you're going to hear on the news, 500 people jumped off the Golden State Bridge tonight. They said, fuck it.
They said they were watching a podcast last night, and these guys jumped off the fucking bridge.
Yeah. Now, look, like, don't get me wrong. Right? Like, there's real things like mental illness. There's things like depression. Those are real things. And if you have any things like that, if you have any kind of suicidal thoughts, if you have anything that's a negative emotion like that, you need help. You should help somebody. 988 is a suicide hotline number if that's the case. Whatever it is, life is always going to be better with you in it. But I'm talking about the regular person who just had the silver spoon in their mouth or gets offended by every little thing. They spelled my name wrong at Starbucks. Boo! I'm gonna sue. Like, stop! Shut up! I'm gonna throw the coffee on you, dude. Just stop. There's times to be offended and there's times not to be offended. Don't make every time one of those times that you're gonna be offended. That just makes no sense. Be a fucking grown up and take it on the chin and move forward. That's my advice to those people.
And like I was raised in the 70s, dude, and we were raised tough. My dad was a military. My dad was a fucking welder, and we used to get. Now they would call that shit child abuse, like big time child abuse.
No, yeah, no kidding, yeah.
Yeah, we used to get fucked up. I mean, fucked up. And
yeah, we used to go to the drive-in and fucking hide in the trunk, and we had
remember
to be
that?
there for fucking had to be there for fucking forever. Sometimes they forget that we were there. And like, they don't open the trunk until after the movie. You know what I mean? It's bullshit.
And we still kind of do that here in Arizona, except for the windows are tinted.
Right? That shit's funny, dude. Yeah, sometimes people forget about you. I love it, dude. No, but back then, no fucking seatbelts. My dad would throw us in the back of the van. We're fucking rolling around. He's fucking drinking and driving. It's fucking Seagram 7, and he's yelling at us, or he's pressing on the brakes, and we fucking slam our head against the fucking middle console. And that's the way we were raised, man. Fucking tough.
Yeah.
Now these guys are.
And
sensitive.
We didn't know we were being raised tough. We just know we've been raised, right? But we look back now, and we're like, why are these other kids, these other people, so fucking weak? You know what I mean? And that's why. It's because they're being pampered. They're being everybody's a winner. Like, no, not everybody's a fucking winner. When you come in last, you came in last. No, there's nothing wrong being a loser. Some of the best winners in the world are people who lost a lot, and the reason why they're winning now is because they figured out how to do it right. So there's no shame in losing. There's only shame in not trying, right? But the thing is, if you tell someone who lost, okay, it's now losing is equal to winning, then where's the incentive to win? You know what I mean? There's no incentive to win anymore because it's the same. If you're still gonna win get that same trophy, if you're still gonna get that party afterwards or that celebration afterwards because you lost, then why even compete? Why even try to do it? So I think society now is one spectrum, right? The clock is, or whatever it is, the pendulum is swung this way, and I think sooner or later it's going to swing back, and we're going to get back to normalness.
You think so?
Even with discipline, man. Like, a lot of these kids don't know. Like, a lot of us went through it, man.
Yeah, people. I heard about this kid one time who called the police for child abuse because his mom didn't buy him the sneakers he wanted. I'm like, can you fucking kidding me? Like, now you're gonna go to school with chancletas, motherfucker. That's what you're gonna do.
Right?
Now you're gonna go to school with flip flops. See how much you're gonna bitch about your sneakers now.
Exactly. And like, how many times did you hear your dad say, "I'm gonna count to 3"?
Never, because I didn't have one. But I'm sure.
Okay.
If I did.
So your mom did most of the discipline?
Oh yeah, my mom was a strong woman. She raised us the best she could. There was some. I look back. I'm like, she probably shouldn't have done that. She probably shouldn't have done that. But I'm like, I mean, she's a single mom, man. And then the funny thing is, everything in the world comes with instructions except how to be a parent. Being a parent, there's no directions, man. So you just give it a shot and see how it goes. And then hold on a second. So, but my mom did a real decent job with me and my sisters, and I love her to death. If anything, I was the problem child, right? But I love my mom. She's cool. I was able to buy her a house a long time ago, so I was very happy about that. I finally got to do something I think every kid wishes they can do, So I was very blessed and fortunate to do that.
When we posted the flyer on TikTok that you were going to be in, I got to get this guy's name. He told me to tell you what's up. He was a longtime friend. I forgot what his name is, but I'm going to message it to you when I find out. He's a big old fucking biker dude. And he goes, hey, tell Joey that he owes me that money and get back at me. Yeah, so I don't fucking know.
Tell him you lost my number then.
Yeah. I think, he's a big. No, he told me to tell you what's up, and I'll get his name, and then I'll shoot it to you when I find out.
All right, cool.
Yeah, dude, I've been very fortunate in my life. I've met many, including yourselves, man. I've met many great people. I've met a lot of assholes too, but I forget those, right? I remember the great people I met, the good people who who you know who one way or another made my life better or easier, helped me or whatever. And I just trust me, dude. I spent many nights on a couch. I've people who helped me out with food, people who helped me out with clothing. I've been very lucky to meet really good people in my life who believed in me and helped me, and I've never forgotten that, and I always pay it forward. I'm not one of these people that goes on social media and talks about the shit he does, right? Like, oh, I gave money to this person, or I did this person, this thing. I don't. Whatever I do is between me, that person, and God. That's the way I see it. But I like when I see other people, like I'll repost it when I see somebody who does something like that, and they post it on social media. That shit makes me cry, and I'll repost it. I have nothing against if people do that. It's just something that I don't do. But my slogan in life is be kind even when it's not convenient, because it's easy to be kind when it's convenient, right? It's easy to give somebody $1 when you got $100 in your pocket, but it's hard to give somebody $1 when all you got is $1. If you're late to work or you're late to somewhere and you see a little lady with bags, groceries, walking up a hill, it's inconvenient to stop and help her, right, or to give her a ride. But that's the time when you need to do it the most. You can't do shit just because it's convenient. Then where's the love behind that, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
When things are when you don't want to do something, or things are hard to do, or to help somebody, that's when you got to tell yourself, now fuck it, now I have to do it because this is the time I really should do, right? Because I can't, like I'm a real, and I talk about this in my act, so the older we get, the more sensitive we become, right? I know I have it. I cry in the drop of a hat now. I could be like, I write scripts, right? And a lot of the scripts I write are dramatic scripts where something bad is happening, and so as I'm writing them, I'm fucking crying like a little bitch. I'm like, oh my god, this is so sad. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm talking about, just like 10 minutes ago, I'm talking about don't be a pussy, be a man. And here I am crying at and I'm writing a script.
Right.
So it's okay to be a little bitch every once in a while, but it has to be for the right reason.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the homeless thing, what do you think about this? I mean, there's so many homeless now, dude. It's crazy. I mean,
I'm conflicted, and this is why. Because when I first started, I have a lot of empathy for people, and I have a lot of empathy for homeless people. I was homeless. I lived in a car. When I first started doing stand-up comedy, I lived in my car. I joined the gym to take showers. I donated plasma to eat, and I literally lived in my fucking car, man. I would just, park somewhere where nobody's gonna fuck with me, and I would just do that. Wake up in the morning, drive to the gym, take a shower, brush my teeth, and go donate plasma, right? So, and I live in LA, and I live near Venice, where there's a lot of homeless people. So I see it, and it affects me. And I think first of all, homelessness is extremely sad. I think a lot of homelessness is preventable. I think the cities don't spend the money the right way. But again, I'm not in their pocket. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but it just doesn't seem like it's working, right? Especially LA, it's fucking homeless people. I think there's three basic homeless people. I think there's the person who's mentally ill. I think this person who's drug addicted. They can all be the same person, and there are people who just have bad luck. They got a divorce. They lost their job. They bad shit got on top of bad shit, got on top of bad shit, and before you know it, fucking homeless. My heart goes out to all of them, because all of them, they're all someone's daughter, they're all someone's son. Some of them parents, some of them brothers, some of them are sisters, and we don't know why they're there. We don't. But I just wish you know, that like I really wish the the government made a rule where they can actually force people with mental illnesses to get help. We don't. I don't think. Remember, I remember hearing things about the crazy house. You know, mental institutions. I don't think we have that anymore. So now people with mental issues are going to jail. They're not getting better. They're not getting medicine that they need there, right? So my thing is the way to beat homeless. And again, this is just me talking out of my ass. Homelessness is it has to be surgically done. It can't be with a big hatchet. If you just make one or two rules that go, okay, this is the rules. This is it's not going to work. That's just not going to work. You got to figure out the problems. You got to have different solutions for the different problems.
And you know what they do over here in Nevada? What they started doing is there's a lot of like hotels and motels that are like just abandoned. What they're doing is they're renovating them, fixing them up, and then they're letting homeless go in there that want to get back into that, you know, into the game again, and they're giving them a chance to get there, you know. So that's what they're doing over here. You know,
that's good, man. It's again, like I said, I think there's ways to be creative to do it this way. There are some people who all they need is a little bit of someone to reach out, give them a hand somehow. That's all they need, and they'll take it from there, right? There's other people that need a little more help. There's other people, you know, that whatever they do, they're gonna fuck you over. They're gonna do. And now, people say, yeah, but drugs. But listen, I always say this about the people who are homeless because of drugs. They're not all homeless for drugs. Some of them got into drugs because they were homeless. And I get it. When you're hungry, when you're sleeping on a park bench, and a drug can make you feel better, okay, I get it. The Bible even says it. The Bible says this. Check this out. And I'm paraphrasing, but the Bible says something that goes, if someone panhandles for money, for beer or wine, give it to them because it may be the only happiness they have. That makes fucking perfect sense to me. Like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna give somebody a homeless person $1 and he's gonna invest it in stocks? What are you, a fucking idiot? No, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? If he's like, man, I just need a couple bucks for a beer, that's okay. Give it to him. Let him have that fucking beer. Because just like we have hard days, we want to have a beer at the end of the day or a glass of wine. This motherfucker has a hard life. Let him have the fucking beer. Don't be an asshole. Give him the fucking beer, man. You know, whether he says it or not. Like, they don't have to tell. When I give someone money, they don't have to tell me why. I don't care why. I really don't care why. If they want to buy fucking heroin, I don't even know how much heroin costs, but if they want to buy whatever they want,
you better not.
Whatever is going to make your life a little easier, do that, man. Do that. I wish you the best. And that's it. I move on. I don't, fucking put a tag on them like a fucking, like a tiger and then fucking see where they go. You know, it's just do whatever you want to do.
Yep. And like I said, yeah, that's what they're doing here in Vegas, and I think that's a good idea. You know, because like you said,
it's a very good idea.
There's a lot of them that just need that extra boop, and you know, get back in the game. You know, but then you see these young dudes out there, like, come on, dude. You know, go twirl a sign for $10. They'll let you do that.
No, I agree. And my thing is this: it's like, who knows why people are home? Nobody does unless they tell you, right? So I never worry about it. I don't. You know, I'm like, I wish them all the best. I hope they all do good. I hope they don't hurt nobody. You know, I hope they're not hurt. And then I just move on. If I can help somebody, I will. If I can't, then unfortunately I can't. But, you know, I leave it in God's hands and just wish everybody luck. You know, when I was homeless, I never asked for help. right? And it was just I was ashamed, and I was embarrassed, and I'm like, I could do this on my own, but it was fucking hard, man. It was lonely. There were times where I'm crying by myself because I'm like, what the fuck is happening in my life, you know? But then but I had the will, and I had the health, and I had the good spirit of getting myself out of it. Little by little, I did, you know, and I had people that did help me. It wasn't just me. And and then that's it.
Real quick, Trump or Biden?
Biden. Let's not talk politics.
Okay, that's it. That was the last question. No more. Who's your basketball team? Let's switch.
I would have to say Lakers, of course.
All right. I thought you were going to say the Knicks or the Nets.
No, I like the Lakers. I'm not a big basketball fan, but I'm a Laker fan.
All right.
With or without
right now,
LeBron?
go ahead.
With or
Who's
without
that?
LeBron?
Either or.
Right now, pound for pound, who's the best boxer out there?
Oh shit! Good question. You know what? I'm not sure because I've even though I still love boxing as much as I do, I don't follow it as much, and there's a lot of really good fighters out there. So I don't want to say a name while I'm totally skipping somebody who I'm not aware of. You know what I mean?
What about if we rephrase it and say who's your favorite boxer right now active?
Yeah.
And it could be the reason because you met him and you guys had a conversation, but that ended up being your favorite boxer right now at this moment.
I mean, Canelo, you got to love Canelo. You know, Canelo, I think, is just a really, really good fighter.
Did you get a chance to watch that Garcia fight?
No, I was working. Yeah, I was doing the show in New Mexico.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know about that guy, dude. I'm not a fan of his. Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Why is that? Why you don't like his boxing? You don't like his personality?
Yeah, I know he's quick, but yeah, when I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I don't really care for him. I don't know. I just don't really care for him. It's just kind of weird.
Well, I just don't like that he's so good looking. You know, I'm like, damn, why he's gotta be so talented and good looking?
Right? He don't even look like a boxer, huh?
I know. I'm like, he looks like a little model.
He looks like fucking Slater from fucking Saved by the Bell and shit.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to meet him and go. Wait till you're in your 50s. Then get out there,
right? What do you think about Tyson against Paul?
Well, I think Tyson will knock him out.
If it ain't rigged.
Yeah, I hope it's not rigged. I hope it's not going to be a sparring session like the last time he fought. But the thing is this. The thing is, you know, experience goes to the other guy. I'm sorry, youth goes to the other guy. But the longer a fight goes on, it's going to be all about experience. And that's just going to happen. You know what I mean? It's going to be like you may have, let's say like in comedy, you may have a guy who's really funny, man, for like 3 to 5 minutes, man. He's fucking hilarious. But let him go up there for an hour. He's not going to be as funny. That funny shit wears out real fast. And then all of a sudden, now you got to figure out, you got to earn your keep, right? And that's kind of what I think that fight's going to be. I think that the longer the fight goes, the better it's going to be for Tyson.
Favorite Puerto Rican fighter?
Okay. Probably Hector Camacho.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good one. I thought you were going to say Trinidad, but yeah.
No, Trinidad was great too, but Hector Camacho was just flashy, man. I loved him. He was a really good fighter. Fredo Gomez was another one who was really good. You know, but he Salvador Sanchez destroyed him.
Oh yeah.
Destroyed him. Yeah.
What do you think about sports in general? They've changed a lot, huh? Since when we used to watch sports. I mean, back in the '80s, I think the '80s was like the best for sports.
Oh yeah, because it was like we didn't worry about it. We just did it. Okay, somebody's asking right now on the chat thing. What are the 3 philosophies of life? Okay, that's an interesting question. Be kind. Always say you're sorry when you're wrong, because that helps you to grow as a human being. And a lot of be kind, like just try to look. And I'm no angel. I've fucked up many times. I've hurt people I love. I've done things I never should have done. You know, I said the wrong thing, did the wrong thing, whatever. But you know, I try to do better every time. Always try to do better in life too. That's the thing. Always try to do better and go for your goals, man. Live your dreams, no matter what it is. Go for it. Don't be one of these people that has goals but doesn't do anything about it. You know, you can be totally broke, and if your goal is to have a Mercedes, you can still get close to that goal. Go to the Mercedes dealership. Take one for a drive. Get brochures on it. Find a friend who has one and go on a ride with them. You know, do whatever. Just you get creative on how to reach your goal. Because if you figure out how to get to your whatever goal you have, then you'll be closer to it than you ever was before. If you just took a step towards it. So any dream I ever have, like when I come up with an idea for a movie, it's just an idea. That's all it is. It's in my head. And then as I'm writing it, I'm like, holy shit, I'm making it happen. And then when I finish the script, I'm like, fuck, this is just an idea. And now there's words and there's people and there's places and there's all of that. And then when I shoot the film and I have actors say the lines and I'm seeing the car they're in or the house they're in, I'm like, holy fuck, this shit was just an idea in my head, but I pushed towards it. I made it happen. And that's one of my philosophies in life is just go for your dreams, whatever it is, and don't let anyone fucking stop you.
That's right. That's right. How's the weather out there where you're at right now?
Oh, it's really nice, man. San Diego's pretty right now. Thank God.
You get a chance, go to Harrah's Casino. I love it there.
Oh, fuck, I can't lose any more money.
Oh. Well, they have a bomb ass Chinese food place there, man, right inside there. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Chinese people love to gamble, so that's why I think.
Right? Yeah, I know. We do a lot of gambling up here since I live here in Vegas. You know.
Yeah, I love
well,
it.
we don't go to the Strip though. The Strip is changed dramatically, and yeah, we go to the off casino, and you know we do our thing there.
Yeah,
But,
no, I like those too. I remember I found a place. I forgot where it was, but it's probably not even there no more. It was like $1 beer, $1 hot dogs. I'm like, fuck that. And, you know, you don't know what's in the hot dogs. So that's gambling right there, right? So it's like, I don't know if I'm gambling. I'm gonna get food poisoning or not.
Right?
It's funny. I've been talking to you guys longer than I talk to my family.
We love it. Hey, we love it. We love it. Hell yeah! I thought you were gonna say one of philosophies of life was gonna be don't be a pussy. But
no. Look, you can be a pussy when it's right. When it's okay to be. There's times when you're a pussy.
Or flossing with the hairy nipple.
Oh yeah, that's right.
or getting fucking hickeys on your nuts. Yeah. Yeah, that one you caught me on that one. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's it, man. You know, just don't be an asshole. Now, sometimes we are assholes, right? We all had that. Dude, at one time I got almost into a fight with a guy at Starbucks. We walked out. We almost, I was yelling at him, and I'm thinking, I want to hit this dude so fucking bad. But I did it because I knew I'd go to jail, right? But I realized after I drove away, I'm like, I was in the wrong. I was wrong. It wasn't him. I was in the wrong. I just fucking snapped. So for a whole week, I kept on going to that same Starbucks around that same time, trying to see that dude again so I could apologize. And I never saw him again. He never came back. But I was wrong. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? I was going through, like, I don't know if I had I think I'm getting my my male menstrual cycle or something.
Somebody said, Iggy, my cousin said, don't be eating the apple checks.
Hey, I'm just trying to help him out. You know?
Right. Hey, how many street fights have you been in? You've been in a lot of street fights, Joey?
Yeah, I've been in several.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try not to, but sometimes you know.
Sometimes right.
Well, I mean,
well,
I've never started really street fights. Like the last one, I was at a bar. I'm trying to order a drink. I'm sneaking. You know, when a bar's full, you go sideways. You kind of get into your body there. And some dude is talking to some girl, but he's mad dogging me. And I'm like, I don't know. You know, maybe he saw a show and didn't like it. I don't know. I'm just trying to get a drink. And all of a sudden, I see his hand back up, like he's gonna punch me.
Oh wow!
The way I was positioned, I just threw an uppercut, and I hit him right in the chin, under the chin. And it was funny because he didn't fall backwards; he fell straight down, like there was a hole in the floor. And then there was another comedian, and I'm like, "Yeah, we gotta go." And we just left. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But that guy dropped, he like disappeared. But I don't want to fight nobody. He could have a gun. I could break my hand. Who wants to fight? I'm a grown man. I don't need to fight anybody.
Exactly. Exactly.
But sometimes you got to defend yourself, or you got to defend somebody else. Then you got to do what you got to do.
So back to comedy, Joey. Is there any advice that you could give the young people that are trying to get into the comedy scene on how to do it, how to be successful?
Okay, yes. And this will be my last piece of advice. I think people are tired of hearing me already. It's a lot of what I was saying, man. Just follow your dreams. Don't give up. Nothing is impossible. It really isn't. You have to be like a Roomba, like one of those vacuums. If you hit a wall, Roombas just don't hit a wall and keep going like this, right? They keep hitting the same wall. They hit a wall and they fucking go another direction. They hit another wall, they go another direction. And that's kind of what you have to be in life. You just have to, if something's not working the way you want it, just try something else. Go try a different angle, try a different way. Try to figure out how to make it work. And that's what you have to do in life. It's like a game of cards, man. The best hand doesn't always win, right? It's the way you play the hand is what makes you win or lose. You could have a great hand, you could lose it. You could lose the round, right? Or whatever. I'm not a big poker player, but that's what it is. And I'll give you this last analogy, right? Remember that movie Apollo 13, Tom Hanks? Okay, yep. In the movie, Tom Hanks is talking to the engineers in Houston, and he's up in the spacecraft, and he's telling them there's a little explosion, like, shit went downhill, right? Houston, we have a problem. That's where Houston, we can't have a problem. So he hangs up, and the main engineer, the actor is Ed Harris. The main engineer is looking, he's like, they're all looking at him like, what the fuck? They're up there, we're in here, we can't fix it. There's nothing we can do, right? Right. So he tells all the other engineers, okay, I want a duplicate of everything that's on that capsule and put it on this table in half an hour. So half an hour later, there's a bunch of tubes and gadgets and all kinds of things on this table. And he says, okay, I want you to take all of this here and figure out how to make them breathe with this. And that's what they did. They had, instead of thinking, oh, I don't know what to do, they had a focus. And they had a realistic thing, and they did it, and that's how they made it work. And that's what you have to do in life. You don't have to, if you don't have enough money, if you don't have the right resources, if you don't have the right crew or the right people or the right anything, figure out how to do it with what you got. That's it. or figure out how to get the things you need. Right? If you need advice, get advice. If you need, I tell people all the time, I go, if you want to become a mechanic, if you want to become an interior decorator, you want to do, find a place that does what you want to do and tell them, look, I want to work for you for free. I go, because you're not working for free. You're gaining something. You are getting free education. And you're going to gain all the respect from those people. Those people go, what? Yeah, okay. And they're gonna want to give you more. And guess what? When there's a job opening, you're the first person they're gonna give it to. But it's showing. It's don't be lazy, right? Don't. If you want to learn something, learn it, do it, and just don't. No one taught me how to be a director. No one taught me how to make movies. I taught myself, and because I wanted to do it, and I made mistakes in the beginning. I still make mistakes now, but I learn more and more, and I'm better and better and better. Same thing as a comedian. Sometimes I have good days, sometimes I have bad days. And then I got to figure out why they were bad days, and I got to fix it and make it better. And it's all that kind of thing.
Good advice. Good advice. Hell yeah. Ready, Iggy?
Hey, so before you go,
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
hold on, man. Hold on. Before you go, we always ask our guest this question,
Okay.
and we would like to ask you. Now, you don't have to answer it.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be a direct person or nothing. You could say it's an uncle, a cousin, an aunt, your sister, your brother. You know what I mean? We don't have to answer if you don't want to.
We're 4 for 4 right now. Everybody has answered. ¿Quién? I'm going to ask you. ¿Quién en tu familia vale verga?
Okay. Oh God.
Smokey said,
I love
everyone.
Ay, cabrón.
Hold on, but I'll give you something.
He's going to break out a list.
Ay, cabrón.
I would say an uncle because they're all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I've got a decent family, and I love them all, and they're all very supportive, and they're awesome. Everybody's different. I've got even though I grew up without a dad, my dad's back in my life, and I met him when I was 27, which was odd, and then but I got 2 other sisters and 2 other brothers from my dad's side, and my mom's side I got 2 sisters. So I got a good little family. All my aunts are still alive. God bless them. I love them all. My cousins are all great. So I'm really lucky. Yeah. So I would have to say maybe one of my uncles.
Okay. I don't know if you know who Rolando Molina is.
No, I'm not sure. Wait, is that my relative?
No, he we had him as a guest. He played one of the Jokers on next Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, he came out. He was living where was it? What was he doing, Iggy? He was in the same town where he was at. He was in the same town of the uncle. Yeah, it was his uncle. And then finally he just said, fuck it. And he said his name and he flipped him off. And oh, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. But yeah, he named him and everything. It was pretty good. But hey, Joey, it was an awesome interview. And thank you for coming in, man.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah.
Man. Thank you so much, man. I had fun. You guys were awesome. And I apologize for being late again. I'm sorry.
Nah, don't even sweat that, dude. Iggy's always late at his job. So, nah, don't worry about that. Yeah,
all right, man.
No,
listen, man,
it's awesome, dude.
It was my pleasure, man. Anytime you guys need me, I'll be there.
Hey, man, like you said, it was a pleasure, man. We had fun. You're more than welcome to come back again whenever you want, man. Doors are always open for you.
I appreciate that, man.
And
I'll definitely hit you guys up for sure.
And best of wishes to you, man, with everything and your work that you're doing, man, and everything goes well, you know.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
You
and we're
guys
gonna be
rock, man.
we're gonna be shouting you out, dude. You're awesome.
Nice.
Hell
You guys
yeah.
are awesome. You guys, this was fun. This was fun.
Make sure you
And
put a
thanks,
watch. Make sure you put a watch on. That way, next time you get here on time.
I don't have it.
Just kidding. Just kidding. You're awesome, dude. Hell no, man. Hey, thank you for coming in, dude.
All
Honestly.
right, man. My pleasure, brother. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Take it easy. Take it easy,
See you
Jojo.
guys. Adios. Take it easy, guys. How do I get out of here? Bye.
Oh
There you
man,
go.
another good one, dude. Hey,
Hell yeah, man.
like he said, he talked more to us than his family.
Hell yeah,
That's
that was
awesome,
awesome,
dude.
man. Joey Medina is an awesome dude, man. Humble guy, man, and for him to come in, like always, man, like all the other guys that came in, they take their time and come in and spend their time with us, man. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know you were fucking sweating. I'm like, I gotta get this guy out of there, dude. Yeah,
But,
you're gonna get all skinny and shit, man. I was like,
Right.
man, this guy's fucking sweating.
But,
Yeah.
it was a great one, man. It was good. I like it, man. It's cool.
Hey, Joey Medina, class act. So, well, we already know who's coming in next week, so another class act. But yeah, it was awesome, dude. And hey, thanks for the people coming on here and putting their comments and their questions and all that shit. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming in.
Don't forget, y'all still have a couple minutes to guess how many Applejack pieces are in that jar.
We're gonna go till 10:30. You got about 9 minutes. You guys can guess whatever. Like I said, even if you're not that fan, you might know somebody who's that fan. That'll save you money on fucking a Christmas present or a birthday present or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And next week, what do we say? We're gonna change the number on that, right?
Huh?
We're gonna change the number inside the jar of pieces in there.
Yeah, we could do that or leave it. Nobody's guessing it, so we could look at. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
They want me to show it again. Go ahead.
Remember Friday, we're gonna be doing them. Let them know.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we noticed we've been going against other things on Saturday nights. So we're gonna be changing the live stream, the podcast show, to Friday nights.
Yeah, because we know we got fucking the Canelo fight, and we got a lot of a lot of stuff going on, other whatever podcasts and all that shit. So, that way, you guys can come in and join us. And like I said, and like Iggy said, my nephew, he said, we got good guests coming in. This is not the fucking ice cream man or the gardener coming in.
Yeah.
These are fucking guests that are doing shit out there and doing it. So come and join and let's do it. Yeah. So we're gonna change it to Friday. It's still gonna be the same time. And yeah, we'll maybe sometimes we'll make some special days. We don't know. It depends on the guests. They might have to do a Sunday or something. But other than that, yeah, we're gonna leave it at Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Friday nights, man. That way we don't compete with everybody else. A lot of people are gonna be able to come in and watch.
Yeah. Nobody's guessing?
Yeah, there's people guessing in the comments. But yeah, man, this was awesome, man. Joey Medina was a pretty cool dude, man. Humble guy,
Yeah, he's fucking he's been doing a lot of shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know I was gonna bring up that stripper shit.
That was awesome, dude. That was fucking awesome. It was great.
I like when you ask these guys questions and all of a sudden technical difficulties come in. I was like, oh, oops, I gotta go. Yeah. But no, he said his dog, he was having problems with his dog, so he fixed that, and that was cool,
Yeah.
That's good, man, man. What your take on the draft? Hey, That's who they pick. We got to ride with them. I mean, we can't complain. I really wanted a quarterback, but that didn't happen, so we can't cry about it. We just got to, like I say all the time, what we want and what's going to happen are two different things. You know? And
Yeah, you were asking me about that, and I was gonna talk about that. I completely forgot. It went off like the top of my head or whatever. But you were asking me about the draft, right?
yeah.
And man, I cannot believe we actually wasted our number 13 pick in the first round for a tight end. You know what I mean? Knowing that we have a decent tight end, you know what I mean?
Mayor.
So,
but it is what it is, Iggy. We just got to ride with it and fuck it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Hopefully this is what I'm hoping for. That the defense is so good that we don't have to score that many points on offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because before, you know, when we didn't have that great of a defense, we were expecting these guys to score, and they still couldn't score. So let's see what happens. We don't fucking know, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin Betty Aguilar. No, he wasn't eating the Apple.JACKs. She thought you were eating them, dude. She was like, "Fuck that! What are you doing? Fucking with the numbers." But
right.
no, hey, it was awesome to have Joey on here, and everybody that came on here and said their little 2 cents. Awesome. The questions and everything, man. It was just had a blast.
It was a good podcast, man. It was great.
Are they still trying to guess? But we got
about
that little ass boy. Oh, fucking Minshew.
It's all good, man. It's all good. They know what they're doing, so hopefully everything goes well.
Right? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, dude.
Yeah.
We have no control of what goes on with our team. We just gotta back them up, you know.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we had a good time, and we'll hope to do a good one next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday, huh?
The fuck's wrong? I'm like, did you get stuck or what?
No. I'm thinking because the whole switch over, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about the days and stuff.
Yeah. Well, we'll be good. We'll be good.
Hell yeah, another banger, you know.
Yeah. Shout outs again to Joey Medina. Fucking awesome cat, dude. Yeah. I like when they just come on here and they're just real, dude. You know, they're not acting, you know. And like we said before, you know, when a guest comes on our shit, it's all about the guest, you know. And look at, they don't even, the time goes by so quick. It's like they're just having fun, you know, just talking about what they're doing, and you know, we let them talk and let them express how they feel on anything, you know. So I don't know about the fucking hickey on the nut shit, but yeah. He slipped that one in pretty good, and I was like, hey, is that what he fucking said, dude?
I thought he heard something, and I was like, hold on.
Yeah, that's what I was like, hold on. He said that. Yes, that's what he said.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
He was the second person to talk about the scary movies about The Exorcist. A lot of that shit's yeah. So he had a lot of good insight, a lot of good information, and yeah, appreciate him coming on here.
And then when you brought up about him making more like porn stripper movies,
yeah, he was like, well, yeah.
Boop, boop.
I'm gonna have to watch that one. I've never seen it. He said he was chasing fucking Freddy Krueger around with a severed head.
Goddamn.
That's pretty cool.
Hell
well,
yeah.
Hey, when you get to chase around fucking Robert Englund, you know, fucking Freddy Krueger, that's badass. Hell yeah.
All right. Should I reveal the number or
No,
we're gonna keep it
no.
secretive?
No, keep it secret. No.
All right.
No, that come on. That goes on till next week, dude.
No, but we're gonna change it though. Well, that's all right. We'll save it.
Yeah.
We'll save it.
No, yeah, we'll just leave it alone. Don't mention nothing. Nobody's guessing, nobody's doing it. So
All right.
nobody got the jacket, so we'll wait till next week.
All righty.
Yeah, nobody's
There's
Yeah.
people commenting, but I'm not gonna put it up unless they get the number. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you.
So
All right, guys. Well, you guys had your chance to win that Ram jacket. So next week we'll do it again.
hell yeah. Don't miss out next week. It's gonna be another banger. You know.
Oh yeah, we got another seasoned comedian coming in. It's gonna be awesome. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, that's the night, guys. We're gonna get off. Em, you got anything else to say?
Yeah, I gotta go change my diaper, dude. Hey, I wanted to fart so bad, dude. You don't even know, man. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. Dude, I shut my mic off, and I don't know if you see me twisting around. Oh yeah, I threw a good one, dude.
Oh, I thought I noticed your mic went off too.
Did you see that? Yeah, I did right at the end. I go, fuck this, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Before I fucking shit on my pants on the way to the house.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it a night. Y'all have a great week and the rest of the weekend. Shout out to Triple M. Shout out to Mr. Joey Medina for coming on. Shout out to everybody watching, everybody commenting. Much love to every single one of you guys for spending time with us. And yeah, guys, till next week. We'll see you then.
The good thing is you're on the air, Joey. But anyways, dude, hey, it was a good one. Shout outs to Iggy, my nephew, Iggy King. Hell yeah, keep watching him. Showing that, don't you got a bobblehead series going or something?
Yeah, I got a bobblehead series going on TikTok right now. Getting all the bobbleheads I can from LA for this year or for this season, and I'm getting every single one of them. And yeah, just having a little series on them, showing them off and stuff.
But anyways, yeah, we had a good one. You guys have a good night. And I think I gotta go take a real masa right now, dude. Jeez. Yeah.
All right, guys. Until next week. Deuces Fooses.
Chingo!
Smoking my back, smoking my.
1, 2, you hear the clock ticking, tick tock. You about to stop living, tick tock. I want you to remember me, tick tock. But the dead don't have no memory. I'm coming. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can hold me. Nobody control me. I'm coming. I'm here to do my thing. I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. Like Tropicana, I got the juice. All for the least, they let the dog loose. Don't make me call up the crew. Now they getting scared when I call up a truce. I'm the one like Neil, cocky like Teal. Nobody can guard me like I'm shooting a free throw. This is illegal, my flow is legal. And it's me, it will never be a secret.
That's a wrap, guys.